Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there, YouTube land. This is Moz coming to you with another episode of Moz's Toy Box Toy Talk, and we got Lane H Green in the house. How you guys doing tonight? Happy New Year's.
Good. Happy New Year, man.
I forgot to unmute myself. I feel like a nubbin. And Cigars and Bacon. Look at that.
What's up?
What's going on, man? Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Ah, man. It's been a very stressful day, guys. My buddy Craig's watching. He spent a good few hours on the phone with me trying to get my computer working again. I didn't think I was going to make it. Then we finally went ahead and called Dell, and Dell piddles around and whatever. Basically, what was happening is StreamYard wasn't seeing my camera or microphone anymore. And they piddle around, and finally they updated the BIOS, out of all things, which, you know, nothing had changed. Just all of a sudden, that is what fixes it. So, talking about stress. So now I've got my
you have to
detox drink
fix a
here.
Dell issue.
What's that? Was that Cigars?
It's usually how you have to fix a Dell issue is to flash the BIOS or update it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Very crazy. Oh, man. We had a lot happen this week in the world of Hot Toys, though. We had a lot of figures drop. We had a figure announced at a quarter scale Iron Man, which it might be the first quarter scale I seriously am considering to get. So with that, do you want to leap into the quarter scale Iron Man, guys, or how's that sound? Lane, we can't
Whatever's
hear you.
clever.
Hold on. Lane, is your mic back on? Did you mute yourself, buddy?
I said whatever you feel like, sir.
Whatever. You guys.
Well,
You're
I
the
mean,
boss.
this is your show, bro. We're along for your ride on
What?
even if it's on Route 66 straight to the land of down under with fire snacks and many dudes with horns and tails.
You can let me
Inconceivable.
off right here and let me know how that works out for you guys.
I mean, worst comes worst, we end up like Nick Cage and Drive Angry.
All right. So
Yeah, this is an audience I figured had seen something like that in all its terribleness.
yeah, the week Maximum is making a point. It has been kind of disappointing as well, but
We'll get to that.
yeah, we got some great stuff though. What's up, Bearded? What's up, Maximum Rex, Negan X, Diablo Fett, CT603? I have not forgotten about your question. We'll get to you guys on that. Bugman. There was some others here. To the I can never say this name. Takathri, JC, and Fat Batman. All you guys, what's up?
I wish I could be the fat Batman. That would be cool.
Dude, I got the Fat Batman right behind me. You guys will be able to see it better though next week or so, because I ordered some. This is gonna be a whole nother thing. I ordered some LED lights and a soldering kit so I can custom do this back thing. I've never soldered in a day of my life, so this is gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to all the damage and destruction.
Yes, fire is cool. But yeah, this was just announced this week. Quarter scale Mark IV with the suit up gantry. First
I look
thought.
forward.
Say again, Lane.
I look forward to someone who has the space to fit this thing.
That is part of the problem, yes,
But on the positive side, just from like this first image, what I'm going to say is, you know how much we've opened up like some of the chests and everything in the detail with the arc reactors on the 1/6 scale. This just with that open, looking at the detail from that first picture, it's like, geez, that looks really cool.
yeah,
Like Hot Toys has really spent their time being meticulous.
yeah. There's a couple of things in my opinion. I mean, with quarter scale specifically, they, as I mentioned before, is, you know, if they hit the mark, they can really, really hit the mark. But if they make any small mistakes, you see it really well on a quarter scale because of the scale. Like if the head sculpt's not quite right or something. But this is an Iron Man. I mean, if
it's a new Iron Man.
Yeah, if they make a mistake on the head sculpt, I mean, how often am I going to actually have it without a helmet on? To be honest with you, honestly.
Unless it's the Mark 85 battle damage.
Yeah, which that's the one you'd want the helmet off. But this one, Yeah, this thing is tight. I'm stoked about this thing, and I don't go in for the quarter scales, man. But see, here's an opportunity for them to mess it up. The head sculpt right there. That's where you could run into a problem if that doesn't land right, and if you want to do that pose. But
It's not their first quarter scale Iron Man.
no, it's not.
So I highly
Definitely
doubt they're
better
gonna mess
looking
that
than the
head
Mark
sculpt up.
43.
Let me there's some other shots here. They have the donut one, so he's obviously got the head sculpt where you need the donut. Let me find it. Oh, okay, so it's not a whole mask removal. It's just was that like that on the regular Mark IV? Where it didn't have his whole head, it was just the mask. Anybody who have the Mark IV? No.
I don't
Yeah,
have a Mark IV.
What's up, Ben? How you doing?
I'm Star Wars mostly, bro.
Well, yeah, me too. But yeah, I mean, if they reissued this in a 6 scale, there'd be no question. I'd be all over it because my favorite armors are the 4, 6, and 7. That's all
From
I
the
need
actual
anymore.
Iron Man trilogy ones.
Yeah, the actual Iron Man suits. Or if they go back to the comic suit without all that plastic crap they put on it. The original '80s comic suit.
Ugh.
But
I think that figure looks cool, but man, that plastic on it just
I don't know what that
uglies it up.
It's like, hey, let's do something really cool and then let's put garbage on it.
Now, see, one thing this brings up to my head, guys, is if they can do donuts for Iron Man, why can't they do lunch trays for Shore Troopers?
Right.
Is it bad that that's the first thing I thought of when I actually saw this
Speaking
picture?
of facts, man.
I mean, I know we're talking third version Shore Trooper versus Tony Stark Iron Man, but come on. Tony Stark was, a flamboyant playboy guy who, just ran around in spacesuits blasting space aliens. The Shore Troopers, those were regular grunt guys serving the Empire. Shouldn't we be considering their feet often getting shot in the face and no one remembered them? Shouldn't we remember them more, giving them some more attention by just giving them their little lunch tray?
Yeah. Well, it looks like this one doesn't come with an actual head sculpt. It comes with the...
Yeah, just like the 43 reissue.
Yeah, it just comes with the little face inside the mask thing.
But the gantry is what I think makes this figure. That makes this like it's
but
really cool.
But what Ben is saying, Mike, somebody said it. Where was it? Mike Hall has said that it. I'm assuming he's talking about the original Mark IV came with a whole head sculpt. So, and Ben, thank you. Yes, I think the Miles poster works a lot better than anything else I put in that poster case.
Yeah,
definitely. Let's see. Yeah, I don't buy a lot of Iron Mans though. Like I said, there's only a couple. This one is a die cast, at least.
Yeah, well, because it's $860 or something, isn't it, in Hong Kong?
I haven't even looked at the prices yet.
It's going to be over $1,000 possibly here.
Oh yeah, especially with the gantry. I mean, this is like pretty much a quarter scale statue.
Yeah, but this is if the way this one is. I mean, we won't know till it officially goes up, and that's not going to be till Monday.
But now that they're dropping this, do you think we'll see a drop of a 6 scale version of this?
Reissue of it?
Reissue, yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, they did the 5 and the War Machine 6 months ago, or maybe a little bit longer now. And
where they did a quarter scale and then also announced a 6 scale reissue.
Yeah, and then I mean, we've had the half of the Mark III one get announced too. I think that was a reissue. I'm not sure on that one. Or part of it is anyway. But
Bob's saying this is not diecast, by the way. He says that they don't make quarter scale and diecast.
It's not diecast. If you read the description, it doesn't mention diecast.
Oh, I haven't read the description. All I did was pull down pictures. Like I said, I've been dealing with camera issues all day, so I haven't done a lot of homework on this. I just had assumed that they wouldn't go backwards.
That would be a no-go for me if it doesn't have diecast, because that's, to me, what makes the Iron Man figures really the Iron Man figures. So that would probably be a pass for me.
I think he's up on Sideshow's website yet, is he?
No, he's not.
No.
We probably. I don't think
Not
we'll see
till
him till
Monday.
But
But the gantry looks really cool. I mean, if you're looking for a centerpiece Iron, I mean, I would probably say that I would consider the 6 scale Mark 85 battle damage, especially would be kind of a centerpiece one. But I mean, this is a real, you're an Iron Man collector and you want a centerpiece. This one would be really good.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those. If somebody were to walk by, that's a eye catcher.
Green, what do you think?
I think it's one of those too that if you do stick to a certain line and you want to try to like dabble into Marvel from something else, I think it's just one of those pieces that like would stand out. And I agree with Maz. It's like one of my favorite suits too. Those from those movies, those first 3. So I think it looks great.
Somebody was asking if it's going to be USB. No, it says battery operated for the light. I'm reading the stuff right now.
I would just have to knock a wall out of my house to like find a spot to put it. So
I'm wondering if they're saying that the battery operated for the figure light, the base probably plugs in.
Yeah, it just, I mean, the first Iron Man we're going to actually see with that is the reissue of the Mark 1, and that's not until 2023.
Here's everything it comes with, guys, just so we have it here. Let's see if it mentions anything. See, multiple LED light up areas located on mechanical arms, gantry platform, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say if that's USB powered there, but it does say down below that his chest is battery powered. Helmet is battery operated, excuse me.
This thing being quarter scale, if it has batteries, it'll last like 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Chest, arc reactor says battery operated all right here.
Yeah, that's kind of terrible if they're, because this is not a reissue like the other one they're doing. This is a new one. I love that they highlight the accessories are donut, bucks, donut, and coffee cup.
It says each piece of head sculpt is specially hand painted, but it's just the one head sculpt apparently.
Yeah.
Man.
It's gonna be expensive, man.
Oh,
you got. I would tell you, Chet, you have to be like all in on Iron Man for this one. However, this is a completely new piece, which is good. I actually like the other one, the Mark 43 one or Mark 42, whichever one that is that they're putting out, the reissue. I think that one's cool. But this is a really nice new figure from them. I wonder next, do you think we'll probably see another Armor Up one?
Armor Up one? Which one was
like
that
the
one?
Mark 5 Armor Up or the Silver Centurion, which is an Armor Up one.
Oh, I don't know. I really couldn't say for sure, but it doesn't say it's die cast anywhere, which is another point that somebody mentioned.
God, it's gonna be $1,000 for a non-die cast Iron Man.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, that's
at least 900.
Oh, Bob Dylan sent me the link here for it just says Hot Toys and quarter scale. It doesn't have the die cast thing on the box. Bob was sending me here. Thank you, Bob.
It's still nice looking though.
It's nice looking, but yeah, if it's not die cast, I'm not going to go backwards with, especially at that price point. I'm not going to. At that price point, can't you find an original Mark IV die cast?
Maybe.
Granted, it's 6 scale, but can't you find it for that price?
Well, here's to put it, Maz, in kind of perspective a little bit. Like, let's just go off the Hong Kong price for this thing. In comparison to the Sideshow pricing, now these are straight reissues, but the reissue Mark V and the reissue of the Mark I War Machine costs less than this thing by itself. US to Hong Kong pricing. So you could get both. If you were in like going backwards to some of the older suits, you could get both of those. Now, admitted they're 6 scale, not quarter scale, but you get both of those. I think for it's like $80 less than buying this, just buying it from Hong Kong, not including anything else.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think they really missed the ball here with this one. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's what you'd want, but upon further inspection here, for the price they want, they're basically getting all that money just for a gantry that doesn't work with a 6 scale figure. So you can go back and be like, well, let's play with the 6 scale and have a gantry. No, it's going to be too big. So you couldn't use it for that.
I guess maybe if you were getting the other quarter scale Mark 43, maybe you might be able to put it.
But that suit's that suit was all nanotech or whatever by then, right? Or
Yeah.
at least just compartment. It just kind of built itself out of like a suitcase or
Yeah.
something.
Well, that was
It
Mark
didn't need the
5.
gantry by that point. The gantry was outdated technology by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that price point, it's beautiful.
We'll need to wait and see. But I mean, they might surprise us a little bit. I mean, the reissue Batman Dark Knight was only $595, and everybody was saying it was going to be like $700.
But he didn't have a gantry.
Yeah, but he still had a pretty big base to go with it too. So,
but Toys Wonderland's got the
quarter
deluxe
scale
version of this for
Batman.
$935 US, and that's
Yeah,
second
so
batch. That's
So
around what
I
we're going to be
mean,
paying.
probably. But I'm just saying, we had another quarter scale where, admittedly, this is new R&D development versus that one. But that one had a new base and other stuff too. So, let's wait till Monday to see if this pops up. But I think it's fair to say you're not shooting in the dark if it's going to be over $900. No one can say, "Oh my gosh, you're overhyping it." It's going to be the price or whatever.
And what's up, Blackbird Tech? How you doing today? Happy New Year. But all right, so Cigars, you got any thoughts on this, or we pretty much covered all your bases as well?
Pretty much covered it. Nothing. I mean, I think, just like what Lane said, wait and see. But honestly, I'm leaning more towards it's going to be a pass for me.
Yeah, quarter scale is not really in our wheelhouses typically.
Well, I do quarter scale, but I do
quarter scale.
Oh, I'll stop speaking for everybody.
Not a huge Iron Man fan.
Yeah.
All right, Cigars, since I got you front and center, and I don't even know if you have any information on this, but what's going on? We passed December. Your boys at Blitzway let us down. Do you have anything for us tonight?
No. I told you.
The holidays, bro.
But I also said last time that if there were any unforeseen circumstances, that they were planning on doing a delay in the release. So obviously those unforeseen circumstances have come to fruition.
Yeah. I just
because
hoping you had a hidden nugget
there
somewhere.
was nothing in December, that they were going to looking at January, possibly February. But if things get worse to where they have to push it back, that they were looking to push it all the way back from March to April. But right now, it's, I spoke to him and he said that the only thing that they know of is the same thing as I know. Everything's on lockdown right now. Nobody knows unless you're part of the, higher ups, then only they know what's going on completely. Everything else, even from the inside, is speculation.
Well, they let us down. Can you pass that along? They let us down. We're still excited, but we're also let down.
No, I'm not going to tell my buddy that.
I know. I don't expect it, man.
Failed Maz. What were you thinking?
Somebody actually already posted on Facebook and linked him and stuff and was like, hey.
There's been I mean,
you just have to tell them, Cigars, say, don't you know who you're dealing with? Like, Maz needs to be happy.
And he'll say, who's that guy?
He's the man, the myth, the legend. In his own mind.
Yes, exactly. Always in my own mind. Negan X also brought up something here just a second ago. Ahsoka and Maul have been pushed back. We're not going to see them until probably March now.
Well, that's not 100% surprising.
Well, if you ordered Sideshow, more than likely, March for us. But, Hong Kong, they'll get it a lot quicker.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, it could be that long because if they're not ready before the February, then you won't see them in there even probably till March.
Yeah, Mike.
Exactly what Mike's Hawes said. You don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger.
I'm not shooting you, man. I was like,
hey, no, it's cool, man. If you want to burn your bridges with the messenger, it's fine. I just go dark with all the info. It's not a problem. I just keep it to myself.
Cigars and Bacon is like the Cigar Bacon Expresses will be leaving the roost.
I'll pull Captain Price. Bravo 6.
I think they're just gonna wait until we're in the thick of a Hot Toys storm. Like all this stuff is like dropping, and they're gonna be like, Like Hot Toys is going to drop the DeLorean, and now that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting for Hot Toys to drop the DeLorean reissue, and then they're going to be like, "Here's our Ecto One."
No,
I think they also know it's money in the bank too, so it's like they don't have to rush out to make that announcement. I think they've seen and heard everybody out there that wants it, and they know it's coming, so they're like, let's just take our time.
Or they were told to hold off because remember the Blu-ray releases February. Maybe they were told to hold off so they can do a complete merch drop because a lot of the merch is dropping in February.
Maybe Paul Feig is raising a bitch because they're not making a 2016 version.
Yeah, that would sell too.
He threw a shit fit on Twitter because they didn't include his movie in the Ultimate Pack.
But now they're doing it as a digital download.
And maybe he's on now with Blitzway. Like, why? Where's my 2016 Cadillac?
And you know
where's my
what Blitzway
girls?
said?
Sorry?
And you know what Blitzway said?
No, you can tell us maybe.
Yeah, they haven't responded back.
Diablo Fett, we have no word on the Boba 2-pack as of yet, to my knowledge. Do either of you other three, have any words on that I might have missed? I was pretty busy last night and tonight. So.
Just hopes and dreams. That's it.
Just hopes and dreams. We don't have anything on that yet. I'm there with you, Diablo Fett. I want them to drop. I want to play with my Boba Fett. But yeah, we got the Mark IV here, but we also had some other stuff drop, and it's just crazy that we had all this stuff dropping. I mean, we had let me pull this up here. This is
Maz was just like, I just want to have a relaxing stream this week, not have 500,000 things making me go, what about this and that and this and that and everything.
No. Maz just tried to start drama with the whole Blitzway thing, and my dude. No.
I wasn't trying
to read drama.
Here's Lane's favorite piece. They finally dropped this, Lane. I know you were worried about her, going, where is my Wonder Woman? Golden armor, and I need her. And I has to have her. She's your preciouses. So what's going on, Lane?
I think the outfit, armor, and the wings and all that stuff look really cool, but I think they only got the likeness of the prototype by like 75%.
Look at his head sculpt on her, man. It looks like somebody photoshopped that on the armor.
Well,
the
biggest problem I have is because she's got no neck, and I think it's because the armor is going up the neck. The head, I think it's something from the angle, partly from I think the head just looks like it's big for the body, doesn't it? Or maybe it's just
the hair is definitely making it more volume to the head and everything.
The face is off.
Oh yeah, the head sculpt itself seems off. Let me find another.
It's weird is because if she's wearing the helmet, I think it looks much more there. It's just something to me, it's the hair. That's what's really kind of screwing it up a little bit. I think that it has a Barbie doll like hair.
Yeah, who's that? Is that Barbie or is that Gal Gadot? I can't tell.
This is Goldar's sister.
I don't know.
I know Aries would say that's definitely not as good as Ray.
I think they got their Padme head sculpt mixed up because they added more.
This looks like Padme.
Yeah,
like Nicole, this looks like Natalie Portman.
I've seen some other pictures though of it, which is and it looks like Gal Gadot. But I think whatever with this one, the problem is that this figure to sell it all because it's for a movie a lot of people did not like. Like this had to be like out of the box. You had to look in and see Gal Gadot like the prototype. Like it had to be that good or even maybe slightly bit better with the hair and all that. Where this is not a figure where you could literally have an argument between people saying, does this look like her or not? It needed to look like her.
I think what happened is the guy that was been working on those figures finally saw the movie and he's like, why am I getting paid for this piece of shit? Just kind of phoned it in.
But I don't see. I'm not being as critical on this because I mean, the problem is we've had some other products too. Now, I don't know. Had any of you guys seen like the quarter scale Queen Studios armored one that came out here recently or was going to be dropping shortly? I think this looks at least as good as like the sculpt for that. But it was definitely like the best facial sculpt. Now it's a completely different scale, but the J&D Studios Gal Gadot one like blows this one out of the water.
This
Where
hair
the hell is
right
she
here.
looking? Isn't she supposed to be looking straight? She's looking off to the side.
Yeah, well, maybe Cheetah moved. I don't know. Her hair right here is the reason why you don't do rooted hair on a figure. I mean, look at this. It looks. I don't know whose hair that is. That's not Gal Gadot's beautiful, flowing hair. That's like.
This really puts into this really puts in for me to seeing like how like when I was watching the videos for the rooted hair that's going to come on the Anne Hathaway Catwoman from J&D. Like how much better, like nice straight, and how I'm like, that makes it look like her even more than the prototype. But I still like the figure. I'm still getting it because I love the costume, and I think that part of it looks amazing with the wings and all that. But I think
here it looks good.
Yeah,
this is a good shot of her right here. So what you need to do is buy her and just put her like that, and only look at her from that angle right there.
Yeah.
But you know what the best part of it is, though, is that looking at that shiny gold armor, that's a C-3PO.
Like she looks good at that angle too. She looks very good from that angle.
The armor looks good from that angle, but the head sculpt doesn't look right. So I mean, I actually like this angle. I like this picture, the composition here, but the head sculpt isn't quite her.
I've been hearing from some people though who have it in hand now, saying that it does look a lot better.
Tell me where Annie is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a Padme right there.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not as bad as.
Look at that.
Hey, I wonder, do you think maybe there might have been, like what they said for the old Obi-Wan Revenge of the Sith, where they had to tone it back a little bit from looking like him? Like maybe there was some licensing stuff. Maybe.
Maybe Gal Gadot said, "Hey, I don't want it to be 100% to my likeness,"
or something. Although she's allowed like the giant Infinity Studio, like some of the giant busts with her face looking almost exactly the same.
I'm just trying to find a head sculpt where it looks like her. There's another Padme.
That does not look like her.
Well, it definitely without the helmet on.
Without the helmet, she looks like Padme like all day.
With the helmet on,
she looks like the sister of Gal Gadot, maybe. What's up, Fat Batman? I said hey to you earlier, but wait, Craig, who are you talking about? Who was saying her crotch looks good? What?
What?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at these pictures and just saw that. I was like, apparently somebody.
It was shiny, and that's.
Hold on.
That's the one thing that this figure has tons of shiny, everywhere.
This is where she's sad that she's got to wear a bird costume. She's like, I didn't sign up for Hawk Girl.
Golden Hawk Girl. Golden form Hawk Girl.
And then she's like, wait, I thought this was Star Wars. And then, I don't even know what to make of that. Her head, again, looks too big for the body here. I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, this is a beautiful picture. I mean, this makes me want the outfit, the character and all, but the head sculpt just is not selling me. This one, again, is saying, hey, this is something you want to buy. But once you zoom into that head sculpt, it's all over.
And part of the problem is that this is a $300 base figure.
Yeah.
It's either $300 or $360. So that's what I'm saying. That for this one, that head sculpt needed to nail it right out of the park.
Which they didn't. I don't know what they did, but they just didn't hit it. They bunted instead of homered it.
Bunted.
Good sports thing. That was good.
But they bunted it into a double play.
That's a
sculptor
football
was in a
right?
rush. The sculptor was in a rush to go on vacation before Christmas.
The sculptor was mad that they had to watch the movie just so they had reference for
the weird thing is for this too is remember they did some teases and all this other stuff before it came out too, really hyping up this.
I never felt teased. You did though. I didn't.
No, I mean some of the other stuff they posted up and everything.
Oh, okay. The box looked okay.
Yeah, the box looked, but it looked weird and big.
I'm buying a $300 figure because I want the box. I like how they tried to sell us in that box for like the whole first day. It's like, don't show the figure yet. Make sure people are picking up their orders. Here's a box. Oh, that seemed kind of shady on their part, man. It did.
Well, the only thing is too is that these wings you can't they're literally two separate pieces, so you can't even fold them up or anything like the.
There you go. There you go. That's an option because she looks a little bit like Angelina Jolie as well.
Well, I mean, were you super impressed by the Thena?
No.
Okay.
But some people were. I think Nate was before he lost his voice. He was all about mommy, and then his voice went away. I mean,
well, somehow Nate going mommy to that does not surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was appropriate. I'm just saying that's what he was saying.
No, I'm just meaning the fact that he would kind of go all in.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is where we're at. We got this Wonder Woman 1984. It's finally dropped. We can throw that off of our spreadsheets now and be like, that's over with. Moving on.
Yeah, what are the delayed ones we still have left that they haven't gotten yet?
The ones that everybody really wants are all Star Wars related. I think, although the book of Boba Fett or the Boba Fett 2-pack is not technically delayed, there was rumors that it was going to come out before the new year, and it didn't. So people
it's anticipated.
Yes. Yeah, where it's at, and then your Maul and Ahsoka, of course, people were all about that. Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse, I think that's delayed at the moment.
And then also the Harleys, Birds of Prey. Harleys.
Yeah,
I think
you have those ordered. I won't.
No, I don't.
You did. No, what happened?
No, I never had them.
You kept saying that you.
I was considering getting them for my birthday, but I got the Batgirl instead because that one looked a million times better.
Even though none of those appeal to me, I think the Batgirl was the win. If you were going to.
Yeah, well, see, the Batgirl actually worked out really well because I got a $25 gift card and I had $47 in points. And she was only $243, so I managed to get her for very, very good. To use the old VST thing, for a good price.
Yeah, Cable's also apparently delayed, as Negan X mentioned.
Yeah, and EJ
Endgame Loki is still missing.
The Will's last nightmare.
Sorry, Will's what?
Will's last nightmare. He still hasn't gotten that yet. Like he got one half of the equation, but he's still missing one half.
Yeah, out of what's been delayed and what I'm waiting for Maul, Ahsoka, and Into the Spider-Verse Miles. I think those are the only ones that I've been waiting for that are delayed because Pennywise is now out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Pennywise, dude. Pennywise.
And you had that paid off, right? That's ready to roll?
No, I didn't pay them off, but I pre-ordered them day one, and once they say they have it, I can pay it off. That's not a problem. So let me pull that up here. Boom. Pennywise.
Now this is one that nailed it, I think, like 100%. Like now, if I would have rather them hitting, especially on the faces sculpt 100% more, either Billy Skarsgård's evil clown face or Gal Gadot Wonder Woman face. I would have preferred the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman face. But I love the accessories with this, the two heads. I don't like the second head sculpt as much as this one. But they absolutely did a great job with the costume. That face I'm not super.
Yeah, this head sculpt is going to be in the sewer for me because it will work in the sewer. It cuts up the mouth. He's got the eyes starting to part a little bit, which is cool. That little walleye thing that he can do on demand, which is crazy. But wait, I keep seeing people say Doc Smizzle, and yet I'm not seeing his comments. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. He says like Cable's still on track.
I'm sorry. I've stopped here. Oh, there's Doc Smizzle. Okay.
And yes, I guess I am out of witness protection, Doc Collector. I was on vacation this last week.
Yeah. This of course, this was my first pre-order with Hot Toys at all. This is the first thing I've ever pre-ordered with them. It was not the first thing I bought, but it was the first thing I ever pre-ordered.
Back in Neverland.
Yeah. And now I'm finally going to be getting it, even though this head sculpt doesn't work for me. This one,
everybody loves a half-cheated hand.
Yeah, this one works great. This one's fine. I think it could have used a little bit more black wash up in the forehead areas. I don't think they really washed that so much. I think you're looking at the texture of it to give you all that shadowing up here, as far as the way they actually sculpt it, and not put any kind of black wash in there. It doesn't look like they used any in some of the other pictures.
Well, yeah, man, you're gonna take that forehead and like it.
I mean, yeah. So if you look at here, it's all just texture and no black wash to help bring out that texture at all.
And it works really well. They decided to use a sculpted hair, not rooted.
I think it needed a little bit of black wash in here personally. What's up, single songwriter? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Hello.
Yeah, Lane, you're right, though. I think that sculpted hair definitely worked out better if you tried to keep that the way that it is. If that was a rooted hair, that would be a mess.
Yeah. This is the teeth face right here. They actually use it in this gutter shot. You can tell because you get the wall-eyed look here.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm excited because I've got Rex being delivered tomorrow after he's been sitting at the other place since last Friday.
Oh, you're still waiting on yours?
Well,
no. You're out of town too, so.
Yeah, it arrived the same day I left. So it's been sitting at the other place. Like when I got on the freaking 20 minutes before I got on the stupid plane, I got a notice, hey, your thing's been delivered.
Oh,
the other thing, and they were like, "We want to set for us to come deliver it to your house." And I was like, "Well, they hold it for 6 months before they send it back, so I'll contact them next week." And unfortunately, they were closed today, or else I was going to be unboxing Rex here.
Well, actually, in this perspective here, this head sculpt works from this angle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from this angle, this is the only one that I've seen that works with that head sculpt. That's funny. But so I got Rex over here actually. He's hanging out.
You know what else is a little weird with I was saying with the Wonder Woman, that they did a crotch grabber instead of more like a dynamic stand, so you could actually show her flying with wings. That's cool. So Maz, one question: was it that much of a pain posing that guy with the his poltroon attached by glue?
No, not so much. I even had him in a draw pose that I showed you, I think, when I took a picture of that. But I only used my regular phone to take a picture of that. I didn't use my camera, so that'll be later. But this is the pose I got him in right now. I was working on filming a review for him, and I'm trying this. I'm going to try this new thing for the review when I do it. I didn't intentionally think of Denobi at the time when I thought of this, and I'm going to take it a step further, but I'm going to try to do a stop motion animation and have him review himself. But I know he likes to play with his. I know Denobi likes to play with his figures when he does his stuff, but I'm really hoping it doesn't turn out anything like that, because I want to do like have him polishing his gun and talking about his gun, and you get a good look at the gun and all that kind of stuff, and actually him showing you the stuff. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So we'll try that with this review.
Nice.
And I'll try to do his voice. I'll see if I can sound anything like Rex.
Good luck, D. Bradley.
I can't do it on demand, though. I'm not going to try it here, but I've been practicing a little bit on my own, like in the bathroom. But it was something I think about, just trying to make
the echo helps.
Yeah, just trying to go outside of the norm, and just not just with him, but all my other figures, have them kind of review themselves. If stop motion is not too much of a problem, we'll see. I got a green screen coming in the mail this week because I need to do that because I want to have my Maz's toy box background behind him the whole time, and stuff I can play with. I'll be able to change out the backgrounds a lot easier. It'd be fun. Thanks, Doc Collector. Thanks. You saying the eyes for Pennywise or the eyes for Rex? They're a single songwriter. But yeah, got my new camera. Picked this up from Best Buy this week. So it's the exact same as my other one, but the model after. This is the newest model, the same one. And I had to get it in white.
That's the M50?
Yeah, I had to get it in white because it's the only one they had that was they didn't have the black one. So I was like, well, white, black, whatever. Still going to do the same thing. But so now I got two M50s. But yeah, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna voice over Rex myself and try to do that. But I don't think I'm gonna sound like it. He's got that Australian, and I'm gonna kind of sound probably different. But it'll at least not sound exactly like me. So have him.
It'll be like Australian, then it'll turn into like Irish by the time you get done. it'll like change.
It'll be like Smeagol, like I was doing on Nate's stream the other night. Smeagol.
Yeah.
My process.
Well, that wasn't freaky at all.
The processes.
Blaine's gonna wake up in the middle of the night hearing that.
And telling why is Maz in my house?
Good question.
It's New Zealand. It's a New Zealand accent, not an Australian accent, fellas.
Wait, there you go. That's what I want. All right.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, New Zealand. I'm sorry. Yes, New Zealand. You're right. I'm American. We're ignorant of anything outside of our country. I apologize.
Speak for yourself.
We generalize.
Hey, you've been in the military. You've been out of this country. I have not. So yes. So yeah. Anyway, so Pennywise. The rumor is that his eyes are blacklight sensitive, and that's maybe how they used it to get that shot with the really orange eyes.
That'd be cool because that'll look wicked under blacklight.
Wait,
go back.
I was trying to find the shot where they get the eyes. Go back more.
A fluorescent light. Go back, right there.
Right.
See if you can zoom in. I mean, I know it's not true fluorescent, but might be able to see somewhat of it.
Well, there's a shot where you can really see his eyes. I know it because
I thought it'd be visible in this one. Sorry.
No, it stands right out. Let me. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
So we'll see if
that'll look awesome under UV light.
Yeah, I don't know what that doesn't look like. It's using a UV light here, though. I don't know how they did that. It could be just like my Riddick figure, though. My Riddick figure, I mean, just his eyes just pop, dude. It's crazy. The Dark Furion, the art figure's Dark Furion. I'll bring this up real quick, just as an example.
Yeah, all you gotta do is pay Doc 20 cool menthol cigarettes to shine your eyeballs up.
Let me find that picture of it.
But that's even like the Darth Maul eyes too. Those stand out really good on their own. With that red and yellow.
Yeah. Let me go back here real quick. Pictures, come on, you're killing me. It's Riddick. Where's Riddick? There he is. All right, so just give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Let me God, I got a mess here of screens now. Window Riddick. Here we go. So that's my Riddick. I did nothing to those eyes. I did no Photoshop or anything when I took that picture. The eyes just popped like that, which is awesome. I thought, just it gives you the idea. He's got that glaze on his eyes. If you've ever seen the Riddick movies, so I'm hoping it pops on its own like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that figure, man. It's a great figure. I need to take more pictures of him. But anyway, back to Pennywise. I apologize. You have to just wait for me to talk, guys. Y'all can talk. It's cool.
Well, I'm gonna say the Pennywise head sculpt to me is, I think, one of the best ones they did probably this past year. I love like just the details, like making sure how they got the irises and everything like that, even to the eyes. Like they really, really nailed this, and all the accessories like just fit perfectly with the figure. Now, I guess anybody in chat who is considering his price is like $269. It's a great price for how. Now he was announced several years ago, so it would fit. I mean, as Optical Tony made an observation. Or it was Will, I think, made an observation like this. He's basically almost like a DX figure for the amount of stuff and with special base and all that stuff that he comes with. Now, of course, the one issue with this figure is that he's completely standalone. I guess he's almost completely standalone for Hot Toys, if that's your problem. Now, like you collect some of the horror like the Jason, the Michael Myers, those figures. If you have some of those from Sideshow, this guy would fit perfectly in that, like perfectly. With that, but if you don't, if you're most of the major, like even if you had like the Alita and some of the other standalones, or we're going to get Johnny Silverhand or something down the road, he doesn't like thematically at all go with any of them. That's maybe the only drawback to the figure.
As Bob Dylan mentioned and you mentioned as well, this base alone makes it almost like a DX series because how many other Hot Toys figures, other than the most recent ones where they have a little bust that comes with it, where you can actually utilize the second head sculpt for the display like this? I mean, Venom just had it, and Carnage had it where, you could buy the Carnage, get the Venom bust, and you could put the Venom head sculpt on there. But, I mean, that's the only other instance I've seen where you can utilize the secondary head sculpt somehow.
So let me ask you, Maz, and the rest of the panel. So how do you think this guy's going to be available for a while after it comes out, or like
I think he's going to sell like a Predator
in stock?
I think he's going to sell like a Predator. I think looking back at the way Predators work is how he's going to perform, especially like the heavy weaponry Predator, because that's the only one that was still with Sideshow when I started buying. He was still on pre-order when he sold out. That may change, but it still lasted about. I ordered mine from Underground Figures because they had it in stock, and Sideshow had it pre-order still, so that's what I'm going off of here. So it was obviously available, but still listed as pre-order. So that title itself is kind of doesn't matter, but I think it's going to last until tax time. Then he's going to be gone. I think that's going to be the longest it'll last. Is by the time people get their tax returns back, the people that haven't already signed on for this thing and they went, "Wow, this looks like something I want."
Or what can help sell him too is if he gets in stock. Like I know we complained about the coupons, but like a $20 for how much of the Hot Toys new are now coming up, a $20 coupon could be the tipping point for someone who was really looking at it. Be able to get it for like $249 or so.
Yeah, well,
be a tipping point for it.
And the other thing I think is going to help sell this guy out, and it's probably going to bring some new people into the hobby, is I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but the Stephen King community is huge. So once the people that don't have their ear to the ground for everything that comes out, and like people like me that are in those communities as well, start posting pictures of what they're doing with this thing or that they got it, and the word gets out even more. I mean, I'm in Stephen King groups that have like nearly 1 million people in them. I'm not saying all of them are going to want this Pennywise, but a lot of them like the It book.
And it's not something that's silly huge.
Yeah, it's not like a Funko Pop. I mean, this is like a serious piece that the price point's right to get them, and it's something they can just have as a centerpiece in their collection. I think it's going to be something like a Predator. I mean, I think that's another thing that made the Predator so popular is they're completely unique. That's why, granted, they don't have huge production runs, but they sell the hell out once they come out.
Yeah.
That heavy weaponry Predator didn't last long. He was still listed as pre-order on Sideshow when he sold out from Sideshow.
They're all. I think that when it comes down to it at the end, that this is going to be considered, even though it's not going to be a huge seller, it's going to be looked at as a success because it'll be gone.
And he'll be going for about $450 to $500. That'll be his average price after he's sold out. He's going to be up there with the Predators. I'm pretty sure.
And you wonder like how much like Hot Toys is like learned from things. I mean, obviously there are things they listen, whether they directly come out and say, hey, we heard you guys and we decided that we want to release a certain figure. I wonder if they could see like the orders coming in and say, you know what, let's make a little bit more than what we are anticipating, because this probably will like sell really good down the road and maybe have some more numbers. I mean, because obviously you can,
especially once the Stephen King people see it, like
right.
Once it's finished and like it's actually out there a little bit.
Yeah.
And it could be something that could have a second run just because it's a standalone piece too. So,
well, if they have the license, maybe they can do a chapter 1, because this is it, chapter 2. So that's very possible.
I don't think there's enough difference between the two Maz. I don't think they'll do it.
Accessories. I mean, there wasn't any difference between the two Venoms, but they made a second Venom. It's like, oh, here's a head sculpt.
But that's a little bit different situation, I think.
I know.
Yeah, that was because of popularity and running out.
And also that like they were preparing to release the Carnage,
or
like, Pennywise doesn't have the giant space turtle coming out.
Or now that you can, or they could probably put it out and give you less and still charge you the same thing for like once it sells out, and then say, oh, but we're at least offering it.
That's a whole different matter.
Right.
If this performs well, we'll probably see him with the spider arms option, because NECA's made several different versions of this guy. If they can get the license, I'm with Eric and Emily Summers as well. I'd love to see the 90s Tim Curry Pennywise come out.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I think that's going to be a licensing. It's not being licensed with this. It's going to be its own license.
I think you got a better chance you would see that from Sideshow.
Yeah, I think if we're going to see that, it's going to be a Sideshow or Trick or Treat Studios.
Yeah, so it would look like it would be garbage.
Because Trick or Treat Studios is picking up. They got the 6-scale Michael Myers. They just got an Art the Clown come out from Terrifier, and I know they got a Sam from Trick or Treat.
One thing that anybody in chat or anything today see the Jedi Patrol's video about the 2021 pitch meeting for Sideshow?
Mezco did make the Tim Curry Pennywise, if I'm not mistaken. That would be a Lou question to be for sure, but I think they did make one. I know NECA made it.
And CT603 is saying, love to know what went into making that suit. And I think that's like the thing that got my attention from like the very beginning with Hot Toys, is just the tailoring. And I remember like that DX Joker, just everything that goes into that. And I know people complain like it's like the suit could be a little bit dirtier and stuff like that, but I think overall, I mean, I think it looks great.
I'd like an option to get more of these balloons though too, and a hand that can hold more than one balloon. Because it'd be great to get that balloon. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it might have been chapter 1. But he had like that triangle shaped thing of red balloons. There's like a big triangle of balloons that had like 10 or 15 balloons in his hand. But just have the options to be able to utilize more than that. I know I'm going to be looking on eBay for resellers on just the balloon. So I can do pictures like this where I have multiple balloons without photoshopping in balloons, That's just me, though. I'm going to look for a few of them myself. CT603 says some people have mentioned displaying Pennywise with Ghostbusters, so that might work.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said that to Nate the other day because they told him that the Ghostbusters could protect him from Pennywise. That's what they said, because he said there's no way he's getting that.
What you do is once the Ecto 1 comes out, is you have it look like it ran over Pennywise. You know how you have the Wicked Witch from,
oh, yeah. That's
from, Wizard of Oz. You just have his feet hanging out one side. That'd be kind of funny. I don't know. I think you might have to know what you're looking at. I know his feet are kind of unique, but they are kind of bland as far as color goes. So, but so then of course we had Thena announced this week, and I really don't have a lot. But
I don't have anything to say about that figure.
But we can't just skip it either. I mean, it's
yeah.
No, I'm not saying skip it. I don't have much to say. Didn't see the movie. Don't care to see the movie.
Well, I'll see it, but I haven't yet. So.
I'm actually tomorrow going to watch finally Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
That was okay. I don't think it was all that in the bag of potato chips, but it wasn't horrible or anything like that either. It was okay. I had fun with it, but I feel like the special effects are getting more childish as we go on with the MCU. It isn't looking as realistic as I like. And that's one of the things that pulled me out of it. It seemed more like canned special effects than.
I just think it looks like a horrible wig on a figure.
Yeah, I don't know
that's how it looked in the movie. Yeah. Honestly, I think the facial sculpt looks pretty decent for it. Now, are you going to tell me you think this thing was better than the Wonder Woman? Because if you are, I'm going to have to say Majin.
I didn't say this. It was one of, I don't even remember who said it now, but it was CT. I don't know if we can talk about Boba yet.
I would probably say at least after next Wednesday. Give it.
I'll probably have to wait till next week, there, buddy.
But we'll say did enjoy the first episode, even though it was kind of a slow burn.
It was definitely a slow burn. I'm not put off from it yet because I know that these Disney Plus shows and stuff usually take about 3 episodes to really start getting in there. I mean,
but being only 7, it did seem to. And it's not an hour long. It doesn't seem like it has episodes to waste.
But case in point, something that turned out being awesome was WandaVision, and yet the first couple episodes, other than the teasers at the end, you were like, eh.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry there, Commander Crud.
Craig's got it right here. I think they really went for that Chinese fantasy thing in 10 Rings, and it gave everything a fake Narnia feel. It's exactly what I'm talking about with the special effects.
Yeah, but I like the Narnia movies.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
I know.
Just kind of pulls you out. I feel.
I'm just giving you a hard time, man.
No, I understand. You like to give me your hard time.
Well, no, I only do it like I don't know 60% of the time. That seems Nate seems to give you about 85. Yeah. You start talking about his mamas and the papas and the babas and the lalas and all that stuff.
So, H Green, are you gonna be getting Athena?
No, I'm not gonna pick it up. I actually didn't mind the movie, so it's definitely and in this phase too. I think the thing that I like it kind of like leaving the Earth-based stories and kind of moving on from there, and being different. Like I'm totally fine with that, and I can't wait to see kind of like where it goes. I think overall the movie it had like way too many people in it, and I think if it was concentrated more on like just a few characters, it probably would have helped a lot just telling the story. But no, I mean overall, like it's nothing that I would be picking up anyway.
All right. Cigars, you said you're not on board with this, right?
Nope.
All right. So there you go. I mean, Thena, there's not a lot to talk about unless Nate was here, and then he'd be talking about mommy and daddies and chill. And he's going to buy 4 of them.
I will say for this one, what I do like about it, I think that the extra weapons and stuff, they definitely fit the power set of the character. I don't think the costume to me, which I would normally expect for a Hot Toys figure, I think fits the character and has the right look for the look from the movie. I just think it looked like Angelina Jolie from what I saw. This is mostly from the trailers. I didn't need to see the movie yet. I was like, wow, there's Angelina Jolie in a cosplay costume with a terrible wig.
Actually, from here, she looks kind of like Nicole Kidman as a blonde.
But I like the weapons, accessories, and everything with their kind of energy-based powers and stuff. I think they look cool. I don't think the figure's a total fail, but I think that what we were talking about kind of with Wonder Woman now is that the Wonder Woman figure, just with the armor, outfit, and everything, and what we saw with the prototype for the head sculpt was just so amazing looking. You can help and maybe get sucked into wanting to get the figure, even though you didn't like the movie. This figure does not have something about it that exactly, I would say, sticks out that makes you wear. Maz, Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke.
Yeah. But there's nothing about this particular figure that grips you where maybe you thought the movie was all right. And maybe you she was maybe your favorite character in it, but you didn't weren't connected to them or didn't really connect with them like you did some of the older MCU characters or something. Or I don't know, even had a really cool, if you loved Taskmaster. You just love the outfit, armor and stuff like that. When you thought of the character in the movie, you're willing to get the figure because the look is so perfect for you or something. There's nothing about this figure, I think, that sticks out enough where you're, especially if it's the only one, or maybe there's one other that gets released for it, you want to get.
Yeah, I think Max has said it pretty well. They even watched this on Mr. Collections, who lives in Hong Kong, and showed the video with the face in a warm light, and it looks even worse than this, is what they said. So, and actually, where I have it here on this picture here, I think it, out of all the ones I went through, looked the most like Angelina Jolie. That's why I left it on this one.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say is I do like to have a slightly more age look to this than, say, what they did with Queen Studios did with the quarter scale statue for Black Widow, that was based off the poster look for the Black Widow movie, where they de-aged Scarlett Johansson, so she looked almost too young. I want
a Yelena from Hawkeye, man. That's what I want.
Thanks. I haven't seen Hawkeye yet.
No, I don't want the one from Black Widow. I want the one from Hawkeye.
Thanks, boss. I have literally not seen Hawkeye yet.
You knew she was in it. We had already mentioned.
Yeah, I already know. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
He's just, bust your balls because you usually spoil it.
Sorry, I forgot to say. But
track record.
It's a really good. I mean, there's nothing I can say about the figure. I think that it looks like a terrible figure. It looks like I get. Green, maybe anything. I would say it looks like a standard Hot Toys figure that probably will end up being better than 65% of any other 6-scale figure that comes out.
I think Craig said it right here, though. He's still waiting on Angelina Jolie acid burn figure from Hackers. that is the rocking one right there, man. That's the one you get.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would
pool
say
in the roof must have a leak.
Has anyone in the chat or anything, did anybody end up owning the Maleficent? Which is the other one that had her facial thing. Was that one, even though I know that one's older now, did that one have a facial sculpt that was at least on par with this? Or maybe, I mean, they're obviously different. She's green and got horror. I mean, there's differences to the look quite a bit. But
I think what I see in this one too. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying yes to him. What's up? Seeing what?
No, I was going to say it's almost kind of the way I feel about it. It's almost like the Qui-Gon, where the sculpt is really close, but it looks like a younger Liam Neeson. Where this is the same thing, like how Lane was saying, the de-aged character. It almost just looks like her a lot younger than what she actually is.
Well, if you can only look at her like this, I think it works. But any of the other angles that I've seen, it didn't work for me.
There's a reason why troopers are awesome. You don't have to worry about this. You just have to go. The helmet was cool.
That's true.
Craig, included accessories. He's still on the hacker one. Are a removable cycle jacket and a laptop with 28.8 BPS moving.
Crash.
Sounds perfect to me.
Acid burn.
She needs a laptop too, right? With the Risk architecture. Who is it? Doc Collector makes a good point, though, and I'm also surprised they didn't drop a Kingpin. What is Hot Toys thinking? Kingpin is just something they really shouldn't be missing out on. They really shouldn't be. It's just something.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Hot Toys, I think, does into the next year for what figures we don't see, from a lot of Disney Plus shows. Bearded Oaf, he's got the Maleficent. And he says that looks more like it's Maleficent, like MILF there. But.
Yeah.
Because I think.
All right, Lane. You did say you had to go, right, Lane?
Well, no, I'm just saying because I think you mistyped there. I think it's MAL. That's what I was picturing there. But Anyway, everybody, yeah, I do have to bounce. Man, Maj, you know how to pick the way to end my time here. I was like, I
You said
figured
2 minutes, and I didn't even see when that was. So let me see. When was that? That was a minute ago. So I'm giving you a minute now to.
Okay. Well, everybody, I would just say I am getting the Wonder Woman because I've had it on pre-order for a while now, and I can't cancel it. I have to get it.
It doesn't let me hit the button.
Well, no, I ordered it from my comic shop, so unless I want to lose the deposit, which is not the same as losing an NRG deposit, and a lot more than from Sideshow. Yes, I have to get it. I still like the
bridges too.
Yeah, that's a whole different matter. But unfortunately, that my comic shop still has a.
That's what you got coming to you, Lane.
Why do you have to? I think the facial sculpt there looks fine, but the hair, something with the hair is really bothering me about it. I'm just going to stick the helmet on and say whatever the heck happens to the hair, I don't care.
You ever see that movie Copycat with Holly Hunter and Sigourney Weaver and but the killer and stuff, and he liked to do the Photoshop like I'm coming for you, and that they put
Copycat
Sigourney Weaver's head on top of things.
Copycat. It's called Copycat.
Yeah, I know it's called Copycat. This is what it's reminding me of right there, where that some killers just put Gal Gadot's face on the top of this person's body. Harry Connick Jr. is going to get you.
First he's going to sing you to death.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well,
Lane.
Have a good night.
Good night, Lane.
Happy New Year, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Lane.
Yep. Happy New Year, man.
All right. Bye.
But see, if you want to defeat Harry Connick Jr., all you got to do is tell him fly a fighter jet.
And then the aliens will get him?
Yep. Easily defeated.
But you give him a cigar and he smokes it too early.
Yep. That's what you get. You never smoked
after he died.
It's a victory cigar. He smoked it too early. He brought the bad juju on himself.
Doc, I know you've been watching. Do you want a link, sir? I can send you a link there. If you want to come in? Let me see if I still have a link. Just hide that. Get that out of my way. Jeez. Where's my links? Oh my god. There you go. Sorry, give me a second, guys. See if we can get Doc Smizzle in here, man.
That figure looks horrible.
Yeah, I don't know who that's supposed to be. I really don't. It's just, let me just get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this.
It's like they put a 1/4 scale head on a 1/6 scale body.
There we go. Get rid of it.
I mean, and it's a shame too because like the armor and everything looks really like good.
Good.
Yeah, the armor looks great, but the proportions with the
really
head
good.
and the body are just totally off. And then that head sculpt reminds me of Padme. You know, it reminds me of I can't even think of her real name. Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Which makes me worry about that one too, because even that prototype on that wasn't that great. The one that they showed, and obviously if they do one now, it's hopefully going to look a lot better, but hopefully.
Yeah, well, that prototype's from what, 2017, right?
Yeah, it seems like forever since they've shown that.
Yeah, it's back there. I think it's around there with my Ripley power loader. I think he's, they're hanging out together and some coffee instead of coming into work.
They're in the warehouse just chilling.
About future, I'm not no traitor. I walk between both worlds.
Yeah, about future. Yeah, the neck does come off as being short, but in the movie, there wasn't a lot of separation between the head and the neck. The armor went all the way up to the to the chin line, to the jaw line. In the movie, the problem is the neck isn't long enough, and it still has the armor going all the way up, so it looks like she just has no neck.
Yep, that's the problem. It literally looks like she has no neck.
But Max says his wife said her head is too big and the neck is non-existent. Plus, Gal Gadot has a sharp jawline, and they did lose a little bit of the jawline on her as well. That is true.
Yeah, the jawline. It's like she's got 10 pounds extra in the face.
I thought the TV was supposed to add the weight, not Hot Toys.
Apparently, Hot Toys did.
Hot Toys. But yeah. That's, I think, all the figure news we had this week, right? We went through the quarter scale, Pennywise, Thena, and Wonder Woman. We've done our damage there. So, what do you guys want to see Hot Toys release in the next few months? What do you think they're going to focus on now that we got Book of Boba Fett coming out? Is probably a given. We're going to see something drop from that. Do you suppose they're going to come back and do any Hawkeye drops from that show?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope they do that with their final costumes and have that.
Let us get 3 or 4 figures. Give us Echo, Kingpin, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. If not, then give us Kingpin, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. And if not that, Hawkeye and Kate Bishop.
I think we could skip Hawkeye though, because that Ronin figure kind of covers that base a little bit.
No, because he got a different uniform. He got a different costume at the end.
He's got the LARPers made for him, so that he needs
the more comic accurate outfit from the newer Hawkeye comics.
Oh, we need a Grills figure. That's what we need, a Grills figure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And of course, Bout Future is saying DeLorean. I mean, that's a given.
Agreed.
It's something that we expect to see drop, but just isn't dropping yet for whatever reasons. You have any idea when you think when do you think we might see a DeLorean announcement if it's going to drop?
I think at the final event in Nagoya. Or is
when is that?
I think the final event in Osaka. So anyway, the final event in Japan.
When is that? What?
February?
I think it wraps up in February, yeah. If not, it was January 22nd.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, Chinese New Year is going to play into announcements as well. I mean, when that hits, which is the middle of February, right?
1st of February. Starts the 1st of February.
Okay. And it's a whole week, right?
Whole month.
Well, it's a whole month. Wow. They really know how to party over there.
But plus, when they see once the Ecto 1 does drop and they see what kind of reaction that gets, I'm sure they'll be like, we need to get a DeLorean out.
Well, I'm hoping one of the two drop here soon, although I personally have no intention of buying a DeLorean. I'm hoping one prods the other, to get everybody satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing we can hope for at this point, because it ain't dropping on its own, apparently. Sinister is asking, does everyone think Hot Toys is done with No Way Home figs already? And my answer to that is no. Either of you have your thoughts?
No, they're not done. Yeah. I think right now they're just trying to push out some other items before they start
giving that spoiler time. Giving that some of that time to push out the spoiler stuff. Yeah. Craig, who's my buddy here, he doesn't collect Hot Toys at all, and so we're going to answer this for him. 1/6 scale Miggs Mayfield figure out yet? There's no official one announced or out yet. People like myself, though, want one, and I know you can get a custom head sculpt, and when the Transport Trooper comes out, you can throw that on there. So that's an option, but Hot Toys has not announced one as of yet, which I think they're sleeping on that, to be honest with you. I think that would sell like hotcakes and stuff. Or,
and for
waffles.
Somebody that does, right? Even for somebody that doesn't like Star Wars too, I mean, he pretty much came out and said that from the beginning, but then when he ends up being in the show and they talk about being like every time he's interviewed about it, he like loved his experience on the show and stuff like that. So I think there definitely wouldn't be any type of licensing issues with him. I think he would probably.
I hear he doesn't really care for the Black Series head sculpt though.
Yeah, that was pretty bad though. That was pretty bad.
So it might put him off from doing a Hot Toys one, even though Hot Toys, unless they're doing Padme, aka Wonder Woman, they're usually pretty good.
Right.
But yeah, Max is saying also that there's plenty of custom head sculpts we can get that would fill that, but you need to wait for the Transport Trooper to come out. When do you suppose we might see that? The pre-order's been alive. It's supposed to come out soon.
I thought it would have actually dropped by now.
Considering that it's such an easy figure, it's just armor that they got left over and they got to just repaint it, right? I mean,
it's Mud Trooper with a assault or the hover tank pilot painted green. So yeah, I mean, I figured like that, the artillery trooper, the hover tank pilot or commander. I thought those 3 would already be out by now. I thought those would be just simple ones just to pump out before the holidays, but never happened.
Well, I got 2 transport troopers on order, so when they drop, I'll put my Pedro Pascal head sculpt on one, and I will then try to get a Bill Burr head sculpt for the other one. Because
nice.
What else are you gonna do with them, right? I mean,
right.
Just if you're ordering 2. It's not like they have 5 of them driving the truck. It's just 2. But yeah, so Bill Burr hopefully is coming soon. But since Craig's new and everything, yeah, apparently I do look like Bill Burr. Me and DonPrime both look like Bill Burr. Oh, look, somebody mentioned me in their story. That's nice. I got mentioned in somebody's story. How about you guys? H Green, what's the next thing you got coming in, you think?
Oh, let's see. The next thing I have ordered that I expect coming in, or next thing I want to see?
Yeah.
Both?
Sure.
No, I have my grunt is pretty much ready to ship. The short trooper grunt, I've got that. Yeah. My stormtrooper commander's paid off, so that'll be coming hopefully soon. And
we'll talk about the grunt.
Yeah, and then the Tusken Raider, I think that one's getting close. Hopefully,
that's the grunt. That's the one he said it should be shipping here any minute.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime now, or is it already shipped and you're just waiting on it?
No, I've got to just make the final payment on it.
Where's what you're missing out right here? Look at that. This pose here was inspired by seeing Lane pose it, but I nailed it better than he did. So I saw that and I was like, wow, that's great, man. Put his hand there holding the strap and kind of going like, where are we going? I don't know.
Well, like you said too, I do like that ammo pouch that comes on him.
Dude, I'm surprised it's not magnetic like Rex's, because that's so cool that Rex's is magnetic.
Right, that's true, yeah.
Oh, don't fall. But yeah, I got my Rex. I'm really happy with Rex. I was surprised. I really was. I thought he was going to be all hype, but no, he's actually really.
See, that's
really
what you get for assuming.
Right. His hands are really tight too, man. Trying to get the guns in his hands.
The pistols are those are brutal. Trying to get those in.
This rifle.
I hadn't tried. Yeah, I hadn't tried that one yet.
Kung Fu action grip.
Well, he's got some kind of action grip, that's for sure. I don't know.
Death grip.
Yeah, like a death grip. Yeah. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Happy New Year. Actually, I got to take this jetpack off of him because it looks funny.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just, again, he's got his normal trooper constraints with armor and being able to move him a certain way and certain things that you expect with it too. But I mean, just overall, like the look of it is perfect. So.
Yeah. His other helmet's actually in the bag or in the container there. But I had his helmet off because I'm going to be doing a review on him. For those who might have just tuned in, I'm going to be doing a review of this guy where I'm going to do like a stop motion animation of him reviewing himself. I'm going to try. It's going to be a lot of work. So it's going to take me a couple weeks to probably do it. And, I'm just waiting on the green screen right now. And then I'm going to jump into that. Oh, wait. What is Ben asking me? Green? Who green? Ben, who green? We talking about green?
Oh, the Captain Rex, because it has, compared to the 501st, it definitely has like a slight like greenish tone to it when you have them side by side, but it's not anything that's like,
it's kind of like he was mowing the lawn in his armor. He's got like
right. Hey man, he's in the military. He should be familiar with mowing lawns.
But yeah, he probably had to like run and dive in some grass. He's got a few grass stains on him, but it's not too bad. I didn't really even notice it was green so much until you said that. But yeah, there's definitely a green to it.
It's all about the lighting that you have on it. Yeah.
It's not too detracting. It's darker down towards his feet, though, like he's been running around through some taller grass. So,
I almost wish the 501st
chicken thing, Craig. Yeah.
When you do reviews, you should just do stop motion reviews. That should be your niche from now on.
Well, we'll see how this one goes, because if it's going to take me like 3 weeks to freaking make a review, it may not happen.
So if it's a success, then stop motion reviews are copyrighted by Miles' Toy Box. You've heard it here first.
Yep, get the legal
you guys
team
heard it
in.
here first.
Copyrighted, trademark, patent pending.
Go ahead and copyright that now. One moment, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. My wife just popped in the room.
Miles is in trouble.
I know. I was gonna say, at least I've had that. Yeah. She's done a couple flybys on me. So
yeah, look, she called him. She said, "Come here, come here for a minute."
With the finger. Get over here now.
I need to talk to you for a second.
She's like, "How much did you just spend on that?"
Yeah. Are they encouraging you to buy more?
Yeah, it's their fault. They're the ones that made me do it. Exactly.
Yep, we're getting blamed.
Enablers are the worst.
Yep.
Well, and that's what even got me started in this, even to begin with, too, was because Ryan, he lives here, not too only 40 minutes away from me, and Kent Mansinger. And so it's like we hang out all the time, and it's like sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I got to follow the guys. I got to just buy stuff because they are. That's all.
It happens.
It's not all my fault.
Yep.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Moss.
She needed.
You're grounded.
She needed to use my wire snips. That's what I had to go grab them for.
She wanted your debit card.
Yeah, she cut them with wire snips too. Not like bolt cutters or anything big enough to cut a whole card. Just little snips and snip. She probably sewed over another.
Put in her purse, didn't she?
Yeah, she probably sewed over another safety pin.
See?
Boys, when are you getting your webcam? Who's boys? Boys.
He's talking about me. As soon as I can get my stuff stationary, because right now I'm in the process of getting, because my collection room is all where I'm gonna where I'll be able to sit. It's all a mess because I'm waiting for Maji cases to come in, and there's a bunch of Hot Toys boxes in there. So once that's all situated and I can get a desk in there, then I can have my iPhone stationary to where I can use the camera and not, because I don't want to be holding it and moving and no.
You can get a little Joby stand for your iPhone,
Plus, I'm looking at a cool luchador mask because I'm gonna hide my face. Just my thing.
Well, we lost H Green. He's now invisible too. So, guess he's taking a. Oh yeah,
checking out some sweet luchador masks to rock. That'll be my niche. I'll wear masks. You'll never see my real face ever.
This week I'm gonna wire up this Kallax shelf and put LED in it so you'll be able to see this stuff behind me. Although I seem to be blocking the whole thing pretty sufficiently, aren't I? It's kind of sad.
Yes, ACT603 says never go to webcam. That's your thing. Exactly. But see, when I go to webcam, I'll always be behind a mask. So nobody will ever see my face. And it will always be a different mask. Trust me. I plan on getting mask after mask after mask.
You need that Spider-Man mask right there and just rock that
Keep
one.
Keep it fresh. Oh, I need that Spider-Man mask, but I don't know anybody that can. I was looking to buy one, but then I'd have to cut the mouth out. Then it would just ruin it.
Did you see the mask that they had at Walmart for Star Wars? They had Darth Maul and the Emperor and stuff like that. That's what you need to get, one of those, but you'd probably sweat to death in one of those.
Yeah, probably.
I'll get the crazy eyes and put them on top of a Spider-Man mask.
I'll get the sweet ass Freddy Krueger one, silicone one that just morphs to my face, and I'll just rock the Freddy Krueger thing. I'll just put on different clothes.
Oh man!
I'll cosplay as Freddy Krueger, cosplaying as other things. Yeah.
Double cross.
There you go.
Yep.
So, that's kind of it for the news. Of course, everybody who knows, we watched Boba Fett this week. Most everybody watched Book of Boba Fett, I'm sure, this week. I don't want to jump into spoilers or anything, but if we want to talk about it without spoiling anything, if you guys would like to do that, that's fine. But I don't know how you're really going to talk about much without spoiling it. I mean, there was Boba Fett; he was in it, and Finnick was, there with him. They were doing their thing.
I always get this weird thing, especially even from The Mandalorian into this. It's like when I see something new, I have a hard time accepting it as something Star Wars, if that makes any sense. And then after I watch it again, then I kind of get that feeling out of the way, and then I can kind of just watch it for what it is. It's not new anymore, and I definitely, like, after the rewatch, I would say probably my score, because everybody was asking about that, I would say it was probably like a 6 on initial viewing, and then probably closer to like a 8.5, I think, for that second time. So
H Green Apps wants to know what shirt you're rocking.
Oh, actually, it's a new Boba Fett shirt.
New Boba Fett. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I picked that up from Hot Topic on their website.
All right.
I was just wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, it's your turn. Oh, nope. Shoot.
Oh.
It's your turn. What do you got on there?
And go.
Let's see. I'm going to have to take my hoodie off.
Ooh.
Give me a second. Go to you first. Let me take my hoodie off.
I just got the Venom shirt here. The Lethal Protector. I've had this shirt for a while. I think it's the first time I've worn it on a stream, though. Oh, look at that. There's a Boba Fett. There you go.
There you go.
That's my hoodie.
Nice.
There you go. Rock on. We are able to serve you even without a camera. That's awesome. And Doc, yeah, Doc, thanks, man.
Just a thumb. I love it. That's awesome.
But it was
Boba Fett approves.
Man of mystery.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
All you know is I have a tattoo.
Yeah.
There you go. I almost spent $500, or not $500, but almost $500 because I almost picked up a biker scout and speeder bike.
Why didn't you?
But I chickened out.
Why? That thing is awesome, man.
Yeah, I've got some extra money set aside that as some other figures come in, I want to kind of put towards that. And I already have the biker scout, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't like do the speeder and scout to begin with. So that's my own fault. So I think for the Return of the Jedi one, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the biker scout and speeder for that.
Rock on. That,
yes,
dude, I love my scout trooper on the bike, man. I really do. Of course, I got the Mando version, not the Return of the Jedi one. CT603, you had asked this before the stream started, and you're asking to see this again. My head sculpt container here. I was looking for the actual brand name because I already pulled the sticker off, but that's how thick it is, and it's like 11 inches long and 8.5 or so inches wide on the inside and about 2.5 inches deep. So, and it's stackable. It's made to be stacked with other ones. So I got this at Hobby Lobby, and the foam insert does not come with it. That's something I had to cut out on my own and do that. So
that looks good though.
That's my head sculpt container, and this was inspired by Doc Smizzle. I took that inspiration and ran with it. I wish I could tell you more, but I already pulled
something on Amazon after seeing what you showed, because those are pretty much the size of those mini tabletop figures, like the Warhammer stuff. So I went to Amazon and looked it up, and you can get a case that'll hold like 100, 200, whatever numbers you want to pay for. But yeah, you can do that where they'll hold the minifigures.
Yeah, that's an idea too. Yeah, made for Warhammer figures.
Yep.
Yeah, that fit. Yeah,
that's what I did. Yeah, I ordered 2 of them, and they're on the way.
How much does that cost you though? Because this cost me $7. What's up, Lou? Lou, man, let's get you an invite to the stream, sir.
I know. Come on, Loco.
It's like $54, but it holds 250. It'll hold 250 figures, so 250 head sculpts.
Well, that's a lot more head sculpts than I think I'd ever have. But if that works for you, then yeah. This is what I've got here, though. And then, of course, if you paid attention to the stream when Doc, of course, I got this for my parts now. It holds all my parts.
How do you store? With that, Doc was saying he was having issues with storing like the long rifles. How do you store your long rifles?
Just
I actually have one other container that has longer compartments in there. And since I don't have a lot of long rifles, I'll show you that too.
Yeah, I just picked one of those up too. I just got it the other day, so I've got to go.
See, I was looking at because I was looking at getting that, and I was like, well, how am I going to store the long rifles?
These are ones that I already had for I had some Hero Clicks figures, and it's got longer.
Yeah, see, I got some of those in the garage that I just keep little knickknacks where you can move the sleeves and make the rows longer or wider.
Yeah, and that's what I'm using for my longer rifles and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and you can use those, which like from Home Depot and stuff, and then you could get small tackle boxes too.
What up, Lou?
What's up, Lou?
What's poppin', people?
What's poppin'?
Finally on with Loco Lu.
My man H Green, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good.
Cigars, Maz. Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy
Much
New
love,
Year,
New Year, brother.
man.
You ready?
I have had a catastrophe of a day, man. I've had last night my DJ rig, which was this laptop and my DJing stuff, did not want to work properly. I had to use my other DJ's laptop with my little external drive. And then today, my computer forgot how to talk to my camera and microphone for like 3 or 4 hours. In fact, my buddy Craig, who I think is still watching, was trying to help me with it. Eventually, I had to call Dell, and they troubleshot with us for like an hour and a half. And then finally, they updated the BIOS and everything worked again. And
gotcha.
So it's been and that didn't happen until like 5:15. So I had like 45 minutes to wolf down food and get ready. I was like,
oh, well, I call those little problems, man. I call those little problems, but you know what? You did it.
Little problems, dude. I was about to lose my mind, dude. I was like, why? It worked just the other day. Why did it stop working? It just stopped. I was like, my head can't
Technical
explode.
difficulties happen. Technical difficulties happen. I got a lot of crazy stuff happening in the background, not like literally here, but family wise and stuff, because this whole Rona stuff. And a lot of people in my family are just a little, under the weather and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just praying that everybody else is staying safe, washing their hands, and doing their due diligence to wear their masks and stuff, because it's no joke. It's no joke.
And last week we missed Christmas. My son and I, we got a stomach virus, which it wasn't anything to do with COVID, but we got that. We missed Christmas Day. My daughter had it earlier in the week, and it dropped us. It was rough.
Well, we'll see if I die, man. I had my DJ gig last night, and trying to talk in a club with a face mask on is not easy. So I had, of course, take it down a few times, and so we'll see in the next couple weeks if I come down with something. But I'm fully
as long as you wasn't kissing nobody out there and drinking their drinks, you good, brother. I'm just saying.
I had this one girl, man. She was so trash. She was all me like, "How you doing?" I'm like,
It's the best kind. Nice.
Well, no, I'm married, so it's not the best kind.
It's not the best kind.
I was like, and the weird thing is, I wasn't wearing my wedding ring because I had the. Do you ever see The Crow, the movie The Crow?
Yeah.
I have that. I have one of those rings, like the guy had, the armor piece ring, and I've always worn that on this finger. So of course I take this off to wear that night because it's a club thing, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
So that was on.
So
I couldn't have been like, hey, I was just like.
Go that way.
Back up. I'm gonna end up with COVID 30.
Oh my god, bro.
Did I point out people's mistakes during my gig? No, I pointed out my mistakes during the gig because my shit wasn't working. I was like, I had to use thankfully my DJ software allowed me to import just my playlist instead of the 300 gigs of music that I use. So I was able to just quickly load up one of my friend's laptop and be like, all right. Of course, then again, none of our headphones work. So. Huh?
Oh, this is what you was talking about before Cigars?
Yeah.
What?
All right, hold on. Let me take a look at it. Hold on.
I used to help my friend DJ back in the day in high school, back in the 80s. And that was tough trying to get that stuff. get your music
I think you
going.
have to carry a lot of stuff, you know, the computer and the controller, and yeah, it was just a mess. I have to troubleshoot that later.
Cigars, that's a must. That's a must, brother.
What's a must? Did he send you some Ghostbuster stuff?
No.
No.
The two masks I'm looking at.
That's nice.
There's 2 masks in there.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
hold on. Now I got the second
We could post them. We could post them onto the screen.
That's style.
See what the chat said.
That is style, man.
So Lou, man, look at this.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with the first one, just because I'm a sucker for that style, brother. Let me see.
No,
I
I'm
know
gonna,
I saw
I'm
the
gonna
quarter
keep
scale,
changing it up, dude.
stood up
I'm
on
gonna
it.
keep switching it up.
The quarter scales, dude. I know, you know me.
If
Not
this
doing
was a
quarter
scale, I'd be all over it.
Yes, exactly. But I know somebody who might be into it.
Nate.
No. That's a
Army.
must for Nate.
Nate's going,
Yeah,
mommy,
he said Mike.
mommy.
Nate is a will do.
This is a do.
Yep.
Vika remix do.
Well, for right now, it's a.
He's like
can he
this.
talk yet? Can he talk yet? Did he have a stream this week?
His voice is coming back, but I gave him the local recommendation of don't say nothing, heal up, and be strong
relax.
for your routine scheduled show.
Yeah.
That's my boy. I don't want to strain it. Yeah, I told him, like, disc jockeys, and when they get sick, they don't play with their voice. They'll excommunicado everybody. Like, just write to me. I don't care if you send me a postcard. Just don't talk to me. Let me heal. I told him to take some shots of whiskey and
whiskey.
some. Yeah, I told him to take some shots of whiskey and honey and tea. Doc Smizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, I agree with you.
Oh, Doc.
I'm really hoping they come out with a reissue of this in 1/6 scale, because I'll be all over this with the gain tree and all that stuff, man. The Mark IV and the Mark VI. That's all I need to complete my Iron Man.
Hologram, bro. They say, "Oh yeah, we gave you a reissue. It's the hologram version." Don't get me wrong. Just if you're next with some airbrushing, bro, you could get the hologram to look like the original, but who wants to do that?
But
you got your Mark 7?
Mark 7, Mark 6, Mark 4. Those are the only ones I need. I love this Mark 7 too, man. This guy's beastly. Yeah. But see, this is my problem with a lot of the newer ones. Like, all right, so look on this Mark 7. See this hip here?
Oh yeah, the thigh portion.
Look how it looks like it belongs here. It doesn't look like some G.I. Joe figure or something with that big cut there that separates the leg from the rest of the hip. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's a design choice. That's a design choice based on the suit itself.
I mean, you got it right here with the crotch area, but it doesn't look as unsightly as the nanotech armor stuff and all the other ones are doing now.
Yeah, but with the nanotech, you have to understand this, that when you take that and you put that on something that has cuts and joints, you're gonna see it as a toy, regardless, right? If you play with the angles, you could play with it with the camera, kind of like what you do with your shots when you do the poster shots that I like to call.
Yeah.
You can hook it up like that, but at the end of the day, it's a figure, but I say that Mark 7 is one of the best, or if not most popular versions of Iron Man, just because of the way its cohesiveness is, as far as like the suit design and how it translates into a figure. It doesn't look like a figure. It looks like it's the actual suit.
Sorry, I was trying to remember how to get this back on here.
No, you got it, brother. Don't worry. A little elbow grease. You off to the races. I'm over here.
Like if you look here, man, if you still have it right here, but it's nowhere near as unsightly as, like, say, the Mark 50 or the Mark 85. And I think Rescue really suffers from that joint area looking way off. Future. That's exactly what I don't want. MK exactly. Let me pull up a Mark 50 real quick, just to show
the like I would get the Mark 50, but I'll get it in that the whatchamacallit Toy Fair exclusive color. Oh, great! You guys kill my battery quick.
It wasn't me, officer. It was a one-armed man.
No, man, it's StreamYard. StreamYard is always kicking my butt on the power source, man. Hold on, let me go get my charger. I'll be right back. Here, you can look at the awesomeness of this Super Saiyan 4 Goku as I step away.
Oh, I can't wait. Thanks, man. Oh, where is that area on the Mark 50? I think it's more prevalent on the Mark 85 between the two. Let me go to the Mark 85. Yeah, the Mark 85 looks like poo. All right, here we go. Hell with you, Sideshow. I don't want your $15 off on stuff I'm not going to buy. You keep trying to give me this discount on stuff I don't want, man. Let's see. Chrome, no window. Yeah, so, here's the Mark 85, and I wish I could zoom this in more, but you see where that upper leg meets the crotch area, and that just gives me that whole 1980s GI Joe 3 3/4 scale, like just that connection. Just and Batgirl has the same issue because she's not wearing an actual costume. They made her to have like joints and stuff like this, and not give her actual pants. But of course, Iron Man doesn't have pants, so. But this is exactly why I don't like this outfit. That and with the Mark 85 specifically, I don't like the shoulders on it. They look too bio. They're too,
organic looking.
Organic looking, exactly. They don't. I don't
but
want
that's
that in my
the
Iron
point.
Man.
Yeah, I know you don't want that in the Iron Man, but that's the point because they were trying to replicate the classic suit, the first red and gold suit. So
Yeah, but I mean, look, this here down here. Can you see that? I don't know if it's showing me.
Yeah, I can see it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that right there is what kills me on this suit. Just
I know it's unsightly, but the rest of the figure is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to contend.
Now I know where you focus at. You're always looking at the.
You can't help but look at it either, man. You can't. It's just like, hey. But on the Mark, 4 or Mark, anything up to Mark 7, it doesn't have that problem. I mean, they do a good job of hiding it, so it doesn't just stand out and say, "Look at me, I'm a GI Joe figure," or some weird toy. I mean, look at that. You can even see the separation of the body and the leg joints from the backside, which is how it feels like it should look. Craig, the Man V. Yeah, there you go.
The Man V, yeah. Well, listen, I've had a gut most of my life. I don't know what a V look like. I know what a big C looks like because I got this crevice right here of the belly.
Stark's triangle.
Stark's triangle. I got an arc reactor for a belly, bro. You don't want to see me do a repulsor blast.
Yeah, but it just on these
It'll
earlier models, it's not as prevalent. It doesn't just stand out and make it look like a toy.
I get you. This is why some figures are meant for others to collect everything, and some, are entitled to their opinion. Me, I need the last one, the Mark 85, and the reason why, because he's rocking the classic. You can't go wrong with a classic. He's rocking the classic color scheme on the costume design. It looks organic, similar to what the comic book version looked like, and that's my reasons for getting it. Because I could see it being a toy, but I could also have the imagination of saying, yeah, this is what it would look like in real life. Plus, when my module cases come in, I'll have a place to house it and the rest of my stuff.
Well, see, that's the other thing, too. I mean, like the original, Iron Man. Hold on, I lost my page here. The original Iron Man, the 80s Iron Man look, that organic look, I like that. That works. But the nano whatever check, that whole organic look, just it's like biomechanical, and I just not a fan. But it's not all about me. I mean, just a little bit.
Well, it is your show. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so that's why it's just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Let me find the whatever mark they're calling it, the comic book concept one here.
Comic book concept is not a mark.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
Iron Man
a classic.
Deluxe here. I don't know what the hell they're doing with this thing, but damn.
They screwed up by not painting the entire plastic shelling that they got there. If I was to ever get my hands on that and get it at a good price, a decent price, I will have to go into my little custom kit and get the metallic paint and just airbrush it, because I do not want to see any exposure. If I want him to look classic, look completely classic. Don't give me this half plastic.
Whatever this shield plastic thing is on him, that's what really ruins it for me. I mean, otherwise,
wasn't that something to do with the artist or whatever, that they did some sort of design based off of an artist?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but it
it's
doesn't have this
type
plastic
Yeah.
crap all over him.
It's supposed to be his the diamond armor,
That's a diamond armor.
like his diamond tech.
What?
When Tony Stark created the diamond tech or some diamond armor, something like that. I can't really remember. Where it was like an invisible shield that like goes around him, and that's supposed to be what that's representing.
Well,
yeah, but if we could take that off and get what's underneath it, to have the same shape, because I'm afraid that the shoulder pad or whatever they call it, that little circular shoulder bit, I think that's part of the clear plastic and not part of the figure.
It's the clear plastic, and it is part of the figure if you really look at it, because there's parts of it that actually change, which is like the legs and I think the back, if I'm correct. Legs, arms, and chest, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, legs, arms, and chest are separated, but the shoulders are in that ring around the shoulders is integrated into the actual figure. So,
but no, see that clear rings around his shoulder though. I don't know if you can
that's
take
one
that off.
No, you wouldn't be able to, because I think the chest plate needs something to lock into. So from the shoulders and the lower part of the abdomen, where it connects in, is just going to have a place to be housed in, and that ring is going to keep it in place. Yeah. So that way it doesn't,
But the suit had the rings. It just, and I don't think you would keep the rings if you would get the plastic off. If you were going to take the Dremel, like single songwriter mentions, and just get the plastic off of there to make it look like just the suit, you would lose those shoulder rings, which was part of that iconic look. He had those kind of rings there, but they were red and gold. I can't remember, but
exactly. Like I said, I will have to take the plastic pieces and just airbrush the crap out of it and make it look the way it's supposed to, make it actual comic book accurate.
That's a lot of money to spend on this figure to have to do that. I mean, this is a $400.
Who said I said if I could get it for cheap, or
like
someone
like $1.50, $2.
No, because I think this has diecast in it, does it not?
Well, if it does, it get ruined by all the plastic crap they put on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a big miss on their part, and I even like his stand too. That's what's sad.
Yes, the base is nice.
The base is awesome, but then, I don't know what they're doing here. It just makes me want to cry.
People said the same thing about the Venomized Iron Man, and I'm getting that. That's going to be a nice piece.
Well, it had Venom in the name, so that's why you're getting it. I got you.
Yeah. Well, no, it has Venom and Mark 7 in it. So put those two bad boys together, you got yourself a nice one. Some people don't like the spider arms, but you can remove the spider arms and it'll be all right.
Now, if it just had the full Venom that looked like that,
well, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. Just gotta be patient. See, me, I'm more inclined for Hot Toys to give us something along the lines of the style of Venom Pool from the Contest of Champions, and give us that style of Venom where he's like monstrous, thick, and just like massive for no reason, versus the movie version, which is also a nice piece, but he's a little bit more slender in the legs. He has height, but he doesn't have the mass. And I always liked Venom with mass.
Yeah. Single songwriter thing still come down to $200 on the secondary market. That Iron Man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once he goes down, then I'll get him and just do some paint work. And Happy New Year, single songwriter.
Yes. Yes, Happy New Year. Hey, Scream, man, you comfy?
Oh yeah.
What do you? So you got to work tonight, Lou?
No, I had a 4-day weekend, so I was off yesterday, off today, off tomorrow, and then I don't go back to work until Monday night. So technically, I have the entire day. So
Awesome, dude.
Nice.
yeah.
Let me.
Did you see the 2 links I sent you, Maz?
Oh, hold on. Where'd you send them to me, sir?
They're in the private chat.
Okay, so you want to do the mask
what I
here?
was talking about.
No,
Yeah.
he don't. He said you don't have to post it. He just wants you to look at it.
You don't have
Oh yeah,
to.
I
It's
took
up
a
to you.
look
It's
at
either
them.
or.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I like the second one, even though
don't
it said
care.
something about Slipknot in the description. I have no interest in that. But
It's a Slipknot mask.
It's a
Corey
Slipknot.
Taylor Slipknot mask.
oh, if it didn't say Slipknot, I've been all over. But I've been like, that's pretty awesome. But then it says Slipknot.
It looks cool, and I think it glows in the dark as well.
What?
But
What do you have against Slipknot?
word,
Mainstream
bro.
media.
Oh,
That's not. Are you? It's my opinion. I can have it. It's okay.
God, nah. But the first one I really like because it gives me a favorite villain and one of my favorite luchadors together.
Yeah,
All
that's what I'm saying. It's the I was looking at that too because I'm trying to find a Spider-Man one so I can put the dots so it can look like the photo that I got.
Told you that was the one I was looking for. Okay,
Lou, take them through some posing while I use the restroom real quick, buddy.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Here's a post for the fans. Let me stop. So yeah. So right now I got Goku fighting Goku. I seen this in the anime or short of Dragon Ball Heroes or Super Dragon Ball Heroes, where they have different universes of Goku, like a multiverse, and they had these two go at it. And he didn't really look like this. His outfit was a little bit different from the waist down, but in his base form, he looked awesome. He had his old power pole on his back. He had a bag of sensu beads. He had one of long jackets, so he had like a Matrix look to him, but in red. I'm like, yo. But this figure right here, the second best figure from the Dragon Ball Z line in or Dragon Ball GT line for SH Figure Arts. Like the first one was cooler for the year, like top notch cooler than him. This guy is freaking phenomenal. Shoot. You guys, Cigars and Bacon, you did anything fun for New Year's?
No.
Sounds like you didn't.
I was watching a bunch of 80s movies marathon that was on TV. Nothing really going on.
People still watch TV?
I was hanging out with my son.
Ah, that explains it. You gotta watch something, right? Oh boy. So what do you guys think about that quarter scale? Like,
it's cool, but I mean, like, honestly, I think the price for it's going to be kind of crazy. And I got that quarter scale Batman coming and the quarter scale Mando. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Because
for me, I'll wait. I'll wait if it comes down in price or if there's a sale because I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Or if, like everybody said, there's a 1/6 scale version coming reissue, then I'll get that.
Yeah, that'll be the one to get. But Hot Toys is trying to play the field right now when it comes to quarter scale / statue style stuff. So they're like, oh, let's take one of our most popular offerings from Iron Man and make it into a quarter scale. I bet you everybody will buy that up. Wrong. Not everybody, but a lot of the hardcore fans who are into quarter scale will get that or have one or two in there and stuff. I know Dom might get this just because it's the course. It's the gantry. You know, that's the perfect display piece right there. Let's see. There you go.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
You had a tinkle. It was okay.
I'm too old, man. I can't just sit here and not do something. Too old. Get old man.
Just wear a tactical diaper.
Depends.
If I do
It
that for anything,
depends
it's gonna be
on
something
the
like No Way
tactical
Home.
diaper.
It's not gonna be for streaming. I'll get up and go to the bathroom at any point.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like I worked for a landscaping company. It's like you got to get inventive when you need to go to the bathroom. You can find anywhere to go.
As long as there's a bush that's about 3 feet high, I'm good.
Hey man, anywhere is a bathroom if you're brave enough.
I've had a lot of people asking me this, and I'll pull it up here, and you guys can feel that. A lot of people have been asking about Batgirl. What are your thoughts on this Batgirl?
The video game version that just came out?
I think it's the only one they got. So
yeah, it looks good.
It's gorgeous. It's using that Spider-Man style suit tech.
Well, no, she doesn't have suit on for her legs at all.
Not for her legs. It goes from her crotch area all the way to her arms.
Let me see if I can
So
find her.
when she raises her arm, she has the seams there, but she could get high range.
I'm looking for. Come on, man. Why are you showing me Cos babies? Damn it.
Because you love them Cos babies, bro. You love them. H Green, man. Finally get to see you, brother.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah, man. You always see me, but now I get to see you.
Hey, and we'll have to hit you up because we actually went to New York City. It's been about 3 years ago now. But it's like the kids and I were talking. It's like we definitely want to like come back. I said, well, I've got somebody that I need to hit up if I go. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. You let me know. I'll swing by, pay a visit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the thing with this Batgirl though, they seem to have changed the way her costume was entirely because they've separated her pants. It's no longer a suit like this. It's she's like segmented on the release. This is the promo pictures. So I need to bring up the other stuff.
I think she's fine, bro. I don't see nothing wrong with her. Like, I think if anything, you know, she's gonna be one of those what they call those sleeper hits.
Well, yeah. Well, it just
Facebook.
depends. A lot of people are turned off because of the leg, hip area looking more like, you know, action figure than what Hot Toys is known for.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, and I forgot that the Sideshow site's going to show us the promo prototype stuff and not the actual figures. So,
well, I think what they've been doing with like Batman recently, specifically with their Arkham stuff, is like they really can't pose, and I think this is going to be like the second figure out of that entire line that you can actually pose, besides Batman Beyond. So, you know, I think like made it so that way you could kind of play with it a little bit, you know. But it's really up to interpretation, man. If you just want to have it there, you know, it should be good. But I could play it off. You know, it doesn't really bother me much, man. I try not to nitpick too much on certain things because if I'm only focusing on the crotch area, then, you know, I need to go and make another baby. I need to go make another baby. I'm just saying. Like, look at the cheeks on that one. Look at the cheeks on that one.
Yeah, but the problem is
the separation in the gap.
Yeah, the problem is it's no longer a costume. This is like a 12-inch Mayfix
like a toy
now.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. But even Mayfix got nice cheeks.
But you know what? It's like, you know, you're paying this price for a glorified action figure is what it feels like.
Yeah, and there's no top suit either. You can see the separation here for the crunch right here. This is essentially a 12-inch Mayfix figure. That's all it is.
Don't tell me that's a top piece. I've seen the arms. That's a separate articulation point.
Or
you can see the joint for the crunch right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse.
Yeah.
You see my mouse pointer?
Yeah, because you can pull it out, I think, so that way you can maneuver it and then push it back in.
I think that's a great idea, man, because like considering how a lot of the figures that they've been giving out anyway are static posed figures that you really are afraid to do anything other than keep it in a very vanilla static pose, standing straight up and down with no character whatsoever. This is what I would call a sleeper hit or a breath of fresh air. Like you light it well, take good shots of it, you're not going to see those seams, but you can actually play with this figure in comparison to like some other figures that you'll be more inclined to be worried about, kind of like Spider-Man 2099 or anything that has pleather on it. You know what I mean? But I know with Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales, a lot of people have been spoiled with the tech that's been added to that. But I believe this was announced before all those releases were announced.
Well, see here, you can see that she's got the separated torso right here.
Yeah.
That's a separate piece right there. So she has that ab crunch. And of course, this is all separated now.
Oh, but that's hidden well, though. That's hidden
on that
well.
side, but it's not hidden on the front side. You can still see it from the front too. But I did this particular picture because you can also see the separation here, where it was very well disguised from the pictures in the front. So,
well, more for you to have access. I don't know.
I mean, look at that. That's completely there. Look, you can see the knee joint right there, the inner knee joint. And she's got, of course, the boot is covering the front of the knee, but yeah, in the back you can see the hinge.
I still think that Hot Toys is all right. Hot Toys in the name is a toy, but they're trying to put what you see on screen into your hand. The problem is specifically with a lot of this stuff, you can't pose all of it, right? And a lot of people have been complaining about the posability of certain figures. Some figures get more love than others, either due to materials, what they call that, setbacks and all that other stuff, and then they'll have to start from the ground up. Like, has she been delayed before, or was she on schedule?
I don't know. That would have been a question for Lane, because I think he's the one who bought her.
Yeah, I don't think Lane is going to have an issue with her. I think he's going to actually put her above Rescue, in my opinion, because this figure is gorgeous.
Doc says he's going to get this figure and put the new Wonder Woman head sculpt on it. And he's like, boom.
Ooh. Go ahead, Papa.
The unmasked version is what you're saying? Unmasked version?
Yep. Daddy chill. Daddy chill.
Her hair is darker on the Wonder Woman. She's got red in this one.
She still will look beautiful in it.
To be honest, though, her hair doesn't look half as bad as Wonder Woman's hair.
Yeah, her hair looks good. Wonder Woman's hair looks horrible.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of hair to work with.
That's why I just don't like messing with rooted hair. It's just give me sculpted hair.
Castor oil, brother. Castor oil. A little bit of castor oil on the brush, you'll be fine, man.
I use olive oil, but I mean, just saying, I prefer sculpted hair, so I don't even have to deal with all that.
Oh, I hear you, but I like the fact that
it's annoying.
You can
so olive oil, by the way, for me, who's never gotten a figure of sculpted hair, or rooted hair. So if I end up with rooted hair figure, to know what to do, gotcha. Put it on the brush
or
and just
castor oil.
Through.
Baby
well, I got olive oil here in the
olive
house.
Oil or castor oil, yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why
but if you use baby,
extra virgin though, is that gonna be a problem?
You,
extra virgin olive oil?
No, that's shut up. No, but I mean, if you use baby oil, you want to make sure that you put it in the comb and then comb it in.
Yeah, you comb
Whereas, like olive oil or castor oil, you can put a couple of droplets onto the hair and then just comb it. But if it's baby oil, you got to put it on the comb, then comb it.
Yeah, I think I'd rather put it on the comb anyway.
I guess it's because it's so liquidy and runny.
Yeah, see, with castor oil, it's very thick like molasses, right? And what you would actually have to do is heat up the oil. So let's say you had a hair dryer, right? You don't heat up the hair. You heat up
I got a hair dryer.
Yeah, not you, but I know your wife has one, so you can borrow hers. And put it on the comb. Just heat up the comb and then brush it through, because that way you're not blowing the hair everywhere.
Sean's with me here. The breakup parts on Batgirl look like a $35 DC toy on a rack as a joke, and they're annoyed at the shortcut Hot Toys made. They should drop the price to $60. I kind of agree.
That I do.
That's why this figure came out quicker.
Yeah, that's another thing. It came out faster because of cost cuts for the suit. Let's see, what's this?
Gandalf actually has some pretty good hair, and if you do the oil thing, I'm sure it'd even clean it better. Like some of the other pictures, they probably use that oil for the pictures for him.
P-Rock was saying that the Gandalf hair works really well. That it's manageable, like it's really easy to manage.
Yeah, versus the hat. The hat's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even use the hat, to be honest with you. If I get that figure, I'm not going to put the hat on. But I don't know if I'm going to get it because I don't want to go down that line. And having Gandalf,
just have him like hanging off the edge of your bookshelf.
Listen, if I was to get any of the Lord of the Rings figure, it would just be Gandalf the Grey, and that's it. I don't need anybody else. Just Gandalf the Grey. That's it.
Yeah, not the white either, man. Give me Gandalf Grey. I don't know what he did to his hair in the next movie when they turned into Gandalf the White. It looks so weird being that straight.
Yeah. You shall not pass.
That's right. You tell him, Steve Dave.
Mallrats.
That's right. Mallrats. You're the only person I know, Cigars, that actually gotten that quote, man. Everybody else looks at me funny, like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't get it then.
Yeah.
Call me Weapon X, snickety snide.
I can't express myself monosyllabically enough for you to understand it all.
Oh my God. Get with you. So I don't get to talk to H Green like that, in the chats because
rap with him, man. He's here. He's quiet. Bring him in. What you got for him?
What is it that you collect the most, and what do you enjoy?
H Green, that's all to you, man. Go.
Oh, man. Come on, Maz. You know me by now. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but Lou doesn't.
I know. No, my main thing I collect is Star Wars, and it started off. And I go back into the '90s with Power of the Force, and when all that stuff started getting re-released, and I've since sold like every bit of what I had. And then, oh God, probably about 5-6 years ago, I got into the Black Series and jumped all into that. And then of course into Hot Toys, but everything is Star Wars. That's pretty much all I have. Yeah. I'm trying to stay there because it's like every time something Marvel comes out, I'm like, ooh, I think I might need that one. And then kind of like what Maz is just saying about like Gandalf, it's like you start there, then you've got to have everybody else in that lineup. So I'm just trying to be strong.
I hear you. I can respect that, man. Like, don't do what I do. I have my finger in different toy lines, different scales. I have so many figures. My wife looks at me like this. We're gonna sell all this stuff to get married, right? Because if we don't finish with our proposal,
wait, didn't you say wife? What about get married? I'm confused.
I call her my wife. I propose.
Possession's 9/10 of the law.
Exactly. We have a family.
How long you been together?
We've been together for 7, going on 8 years.
Oh, you guys are common law
marriage.
Common law, yeah.
Marriage.
Common law, so it's still my wife.
Technically your wife.
Yeah, still my wife. So,
but I still like collecting different scales. I still pick up Black Series figures. I think really anything that comes out that's a clone trooper, it's like I gotta have that. That's like hands down.
I think that's the rule. That's the rule for anybody who does Black Series and collects Star Wars exclusively.
Yep, and some other stormtroopers. Yeah.
Have you tried to get into the movie realization line with the samurai stuff?
I haven't, and I'm kind of mad too because I missed out like Barnes and Noble when they were clearancing out some of them. And because they don't really carry hardly anything, or they really don't carry anything anymore. But yeah, that new one, the OG Mando from season 1.
Oh, wasn't gonna get that in Barnes and Noble. You only could get that from P Bandai. I know.
Yeah,
I got it from P Bandai.
Yeah, that one was sick. But
yeah, but Big Bad Toy Store still has the best card Mando up for pre-order, and that's released in February. Yeah, and it comes with Grogu. So you get that. You get the
with a little cart, right?
On a pram on a cart. You get the thruster, the jetpack. You get his rifle, his hand cannon and a blade.
Nice.
So it's nice. Yeah. It's really
I got
nice.
this here from Max Geekdom because he was asking a question here. Are there any third party y'all are excited for?
This one right here.
This one I think is probably answering that real easy.
That's an easy yes, and I may have to backtrack and get the Vigilante just so I can have this.
Well, I think they put him. I know they got the Matt Murdock 2.0. I don't know about the Vigilante, but
no. That's why I said I got to backtrack the Vigilante because they only did the lawyer. They only did the lawyer. Yeah, and this bloody version, you have to get the Vigilante. Just saying.
Now you've read more books with Kingpin and everything. Apparently, the new thing though is for him to have this Hawaiian shirt on. This is new to me, and of course they had that in the Hawkeye show. But when did they start doing
that's the one I
Hawaiian
want.
thing?
I want Luau Kingpin.
When did they start doing Hawaiian shirt?
I want Luau Kingpin, bro.
Bro, like
Kingpin sitting at the table with like a gallon of poi.
Dude, no. I can't remember how long ago it was, but I think it was fairly recent. But when it comes to Kingpin, man, my Kingpin isn't that Hawaiian shirt Kingpin. My Kingpin is the Kingpin who took over the hand. That's my Kingpin.
So this one here.
Pretty much.
Anyway. Yeah.
You know how this comes with two head sculpts and everything?
Yeah.
If you take the clean head sculpt, right?
Uh-huh.
And put it on a black shoebox, you have Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin.
Oh,
boom, you got two different Kingpins now, bro.
Nah, you just gotta take that classic head, Photoshop it onto my head, and that's it. You with a black shirt.
No, but if you want it in your display, you gotta get an all black shoebox. And just put it right there on the black shoebox. Boom! You got Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin all day.
Here you go. There you go. I got you.
Let me make it bigger. What was that?
Crazy. I got you with drawing nuts because you crazy. Oh man.
But this is a third party figure I'm really considering, but I don't have anything to go with him, so I'm on that.
Well, he's a Spider-Man villain, man. So if he could go with your
man, he's a multiple Marvel villain. He can go.
Well,
with
his first appearance was Amazing Spider-Man number 50. So
there you go. That justifies the purchase.
But he's more in Daredevil than anybody else's book. To be honest with you.
This is true.
And Punisher books. He's in Punisher books too.
Yeah, but he's one of those street level crime bosses that he's
fought every New Yorker superhero.
Yo, he's
pretty much fought every superhero. From New York.
Yep. He's a big threat to the.
I heard he took on the Fantastic Four and won. I'm kidding.
Did he fight the Fantastic Four at any point in time?
I don't know.
I don't
think he did. I mean, he would have hired people to take them on.
That is more like him. Like he knows his boundaries.
Yeah.
He knows his boundaries. See, he's more of a mastermind in the sense of I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna get you good and I don't have to get my hands dirty. But
he's known like when he actually fights, he fights street level superheroes.
Yeah.
And if it's higher than that, that's when he hires out for other villains to take care of it.
Exactly.
Because he, like you said, Lou, he knows his boundaries. He ain't trying to mess with no cosmic power superheroes.
No. He's like this. I'm going to take care of the streets because the streets took care of me, and I'm going to take care of the streets, and that's my stuff. Anything outside of this couple of corners, a couple of blocks, this entire city, I ain't worried about it. And now
my dollars will handle it.
Yeah, my dollars will handle it, or the police in my back pocket will because now I'm mayor. Which goes into another story arc, which is going to be even crazier if people don't know. He's going to start outlawing superheroes, all vigilantism and stuff like that, and anybody with powers, he's going to start going after them. You'll see.
Yeah. So it looks like we're setting up the Thunderbolts in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. When you look at
Disney Plus.
Well, Disney Plus, yeah, because you got. I think there's reports that Red Hulk's going to show up in She-Hulk, or at least one of the. And of course, we got the Venom, who's also a Thunderbolt.
Because that's supposed to
Flash
help
Thompson
lead into.
It's supposed to be Flash Thompson Venom, but we need to get there.
Yeah,
they haven't. There's a lot they haven't done to push into Thunderbolts, but then again, Thunderbolts specific teams are different. For instance, the one with Red Hulk, you had Red Hulk, Punisher, Agent Venom, Deadpool, and Elektra.
Ghost Rider.
So who's the lady that's sitting up?
He came later.
Who's the lady that's in the Captain or the Falcon Winter Soldiers trying to recruit a U.S. agent? Who's that lady? I don't know that book enough to know who she's supposed to be. Is Valentina whatever?
Yeah, Valentina.
Oh, she's creating the West Coast Avengers.
Yes.
Oh. I didn't get the impression she was creating a good guy team of any kind. I thought she was putting together Thunderbolts. Because the Thunderbolts came out in the 90s, and I stopped reading in the 90s.
That's probably the path that they're taking, is that she's going to create the Thunderbolts, but she's known. She's not a villain. She's like chaotic neutral.
Yeah, she's a shit starter.
She works for the new Hydra.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she's a shit starter, as I like to call it. She starts shit.
All right. So even though she's not trying, the West Coast Avengers is what comes out of it, not necessarily Thunderbolts or
Max's Geekdom said, or the Dark Avengers.
Yes, but see, here's where that bothers me.
Yeah, there it is, Lady Hydra.
Lady
Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
Who she is? Okay.
Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't read. I mean, when I read comic books, it was more X-Men and Spider-Man and Batman than anything else. When I was reading comic books back in the day when it was superheroes, Avengers always irked me because I never knew the lineup because it changed week to week, or issue to issue. You think you're following the same team, like with X-Men, you pick it up and these 5 characters are in your book, boom, and then you go to Avengers and you're like, wait who, what?
No, you got so many different Avengers now, though. You got, you had Dark Avengers, Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers,
Mighty Avengers,
Ultimate,
Heroic Age Avengers. You got so many different.
But that was my problem with trying to pick up that book as a kid and trying to get into it. It was just like
Savage Avengers.
Who am I following here? I thought Spider-Man was supposed to be in this book. Where'd he go? That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
H Green, you said you're gonna be getting out of here soon. What else you got going on, man? Fill us in. Let's give you some more air.
Oh God, not really too much. Like I said,
Tell
just
us about your childhood.
Oh, no, it was pretty sad. No, we don't want to get into that. That's actually why. That's why I collect toys. That's why because of all the scarring my whole life. That's why I'm where I'm at today.
Scarring.
So mental scarring.
All right.
I got stretch marks for days.
Please don't show us again. Please don't.
No, don't worry.
No, that's battle damage. That's battle damage, Lou.
Wait, H Green, you're all about the Star Wars. You don't really collect much else. I wouldn't say you don't collect anything else because I can't speak for you, but I get the impression that you're pretty much in the Star Wars box, and that's where you like to live. That's your home.
Yes.
How long have you been collecting Star Wars stuff, though? I know you said from the 90s when you first got the Power of the Force stuff.
I mean, I had everything because I was 4.5 years old when the first movie came out in '77. So no, God, no. Sadly, I'm older than that. No, no, in '77. So yeah, I was like 4.5 when A New Hope came out, and begged my sister to take me because she was the only one in the house that would take me to go see it. And she was pretty mad that my mom made her take me. But no, it all started from that, and I had a decent amount of the original ones back then. And then as far as just myself collecting, it pretty much started, like I said, in the mid '90s when that stuff started to come back out.
Do you have any original stuff from your childhood, or did you?
I don't. I don't.
Or whatever.
No, and it was like stuff that wasn't even worth anything. Even today, I've looked into pricing because I felt bad because I sold it and got rid of it. But I probably got what I would have got out of it. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, only really the mail away and like some of the vehicles and stuff are really what's worth a lot as far as that stuff goes. Anything else is pretty commonplace, especially now that they've kind of reissued some of those. Like you reuse the molds in some cases for some of those figures, and so like I think in the 90s specifically, they started repressing some of those old molds.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like be factual what actually you have especially if you don't have it on the card. You could say this figure is from 1983, and yet you bought it yesterday.
Well, with the printing though, with the Star Wars stuff, they do date it.
Right.
Yeah. In some of the cases, yeah.
And I think what they actually did with that, like the 3 3/4 line, or I guess it would be considered 3 3/4 line, but like the retro ones that they did, they actually made them slightly, I think, smaller now. So they are a little bit different than the original ones too. So they can differentiate those from those original ones to keep those collectors happy, I think. Yeah. Because I know people still weren't happy about that when those came out, but I've tried to.
The 12-inch ones was the big problem. Like they reissued a lot of the 12-inch ones specifically, and they're built on the same molds as the original ones.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
So it brought down the prices for everything, but I don't think they ever revisited the IG-88, which was the most valuable of the 12-inch ones. And that's probably the reason why they didn't revisit it, because back then, and when they first released a 12-inch, it just didn't sell, which is why it was more valuable. Nobody had it.
Right. Right.
So, but IG-88 was like your most valuable, followed up by the Jawa? Did they make a 12-inch Jawa in that line?
Was it a Jawa?
I think they did. I know they did like the Tusken Raider. I think
Tusken Raiders.
Yes.
No, well, in the 90s, they didn't do that in the original 12-inch launch.
In the original one, right?
The original launch had Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Luke, Chewie,
a Trooper,
IG-88, Stormtrooper, and Leia. Right? I don't think you even had a Han, but you had a Chewie.
And the what is it? Death Star Trooper. It's kind of like the ones that have the Death Squad Commander or whatever they want to. I think they called them.
I know a Death Star guy you're talking about, but I don't remember that being the original 12-inch line. Of course, I never got to get those. I always asked for them because I had one kid in my school that brought his 12-inch Luke, and it had the grappling hook thing, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta have that,
Right.
And yeah, I was never. My parents never got me a 12-inch, the 12-inch ones. I only ever had the small ones.
It's simpler time back in the day.
I was really sad, man. I was playing with my Darth Vader, and back when you're a kid, you have them walk on the table, and you're not trying to walk the legs because they would always just start leaning forward and forward and forward. If you try to make their legs walk like that, so you'd walk them like blah 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 blah. And I know I was doing this, and Darth Vader's head just pops off. I was like, no.
At least it wasn't what my dad had as a kid. He had an Evil Knievel doll. That was his
had
thing.
the Evil Knievel, the with the motorcycle with the zip
wind up
thing, and
yep.
And it zoomed off. Yeah, I had that.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to it.
I was trying to see if I find one in a
oh no, it wasn't. It was like a little ramp thing that you would.
It's a wind up.
Yeah,
wind up.
And
Pow, and it goes off.
Yeah, I had
but
that.
The place
it never really went straight. It kind of went and then.
Oh man!
But it was sad. Like I missed out on like all the the original vehicles and stuff like that. I mean, and they had at that time. I think I had one that was the AT-AT and a Sandcrawler. That all it was just basically cardboard with like some hard plastic. That would be like the elevator that you'd put a figure on, and you'd pull that down, and it's like
the AT-AT was all plastic. I know. I used to have that, and of course we had snow one year. We had a blizzard one year. It was like because I live in an area that would maybe once or twice a year if we were lucky, and because we live right near the ocean and we had the warm water keeping it was all technical, but I mean north enough we should have been getting snow. We were too close to the ocean, and. I'm playing outside with my AT-AT, like, dude, I got snow. We're out here, blah, blah, blah. And ion cannon falls off, and I lose it forever. I've never found it. I was like, I don't know where it could have gone because it's not like I picked it up and moved it. I was playing with it. It popped off, and I started looking around right where it fell. I couldn't find it. That ion cannon and my original Zartan figure are sitting there having a party somewhere because, yeah, between those two, I lost Zartan in a mud puddle. Like he just disappeared, dude. I was like feeling around,
melted away
into the mud puddle, couldn't find him.
Now the squad went nuts with your figures, and they put it along with their nut set.
I had my Hoth Han Solo, and I had it probably 5 minutes out in the snow because we lived in upstate New York, and then the same thing. It's like I had to run outside the first thing I got him, and that his gun was gone. He was okay. I didn't lose him, but yeah, his weapon, his blaster was gone.
But yeah, it was so disappointing, man, because I was like, I had the snow speeder and I had the AT-AT, and I was out doing that scene, and I think my arm clipped one of the ion cannons, and it just popped it off, and then the next thing I know, I could never find the ion cannon again. So sad. I was doing the Spider-Man, aka Empire Strikes Back move. I was so excited. I was like, I'm doing this. It's in the snow. I'm making nope. Oh, on.
Yeah.
Now
did you see that old movie with the arcade? The big machine in Star Wars where you wrap around the legs.
Right. And speaking of Spider-Man, that was even like the one thing, and I know we talked about it before, and why I wanted the Goblin. I think if I do get anything like the Green Menace figure, because that was like anything toys back then that were Spider-Man. That was like my thing.
Yeah,
like
the Mego Goblin, the Mego Green Goblin from the.
But that, and we had a oh god, they were like just little plastic toys, but this webbing that was in a tube. Yeah. And I remember putting it like all over my back porch, and my mom coming out and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What it says to do."
One of the oldest
I love that
Spider-Man things I had was a big 12 or so inch plastic Spider-Man figure, and he just stood like this. He had an arm like this, and he had like a fishing line kind of web that would come out of there with a hook on the end, and you could hook him onto things and make him look like he's just kind of hanging there or whatever. And then you could get like a Spider-Man helicopter. And he could fit on that, but of course he's always standing like this. I mean, you cannot pose him. This is his pose, just straight up and down with the arm like this.
Was it Amigo?
I think it might have been Amigo, but it wasn't like a posable doll. Let me see if we can find it. Amigo plastic Spider-Man.
I guess that's why sometimes I just end up appreciating the stuff that we have now, because then I just think back to those, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't so bad.
Yo,
yeah, I'm trying to.
Listen, I mess with these SH Figure Arts and Mazcos and like all these little figures with these cuts and stuff. I still go back to these to appreciate what I collect as far as Hot Toys is concerned, and I have I only collect Deadpool, Spider-Man, and anything else that I find dear to my heart. So I have Sub-Zero, RoboCop from 2014. Movie, the 2014 Ninja Turtles from 3-0, and the Sideshow Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and now I got the Dead Game version from 3-0. Those are like things that I have dear to me. Like my favorite characters from those lines, one-offs that I'll just keep on the shelf. I don't need to collect the whole line, kind of thing. But when it comes to just like figures, bro, like I saw the figures back in the day. I remember having them, the 5-point figures, and when they got 6-inch, there was still 5 points, like the Kenner Batman stuff, and old Toy Biz, X-Men and Marvel lines. What was it? Secret War figures, just like Maz's Hobgoblin that he has. Those are the figures I remember playing with. And now that we have articulation like this, I go to town. I'm like, damn, man, I was born in the wrong era. I could have been playing with this shit a long time ago.
Heck yeah.
But then again, I can't afford these back then. So you know what? I think I'm in the right time period there. I take that back and I start playing my shit again.
Well, plus I like the Black Series too, because at least if I want to get outside and get some fireworks and take some photos with them, I don't have to be afraid of
I was looking for some streamers. I need some streamers, bro. Like, you know, the streamers that come in like a tank, and it shoots out streams from that position, and it's just a cardboard tank, but it just shoots out streams from the barrel, the little sparklers.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is perfect for shots and sparklers.
Oh,
that's
nice.
That's what I used to have, man. Rimco's who made it. So Spider-Man you could get separately, but yeah.
Look at that.
I used to have that kit there.
You're that old, Maz?
Yeah, I'm that old, man. I used to have that.
Oh my goodness. Don't worry, I'm catching up. I got a couple of gray hairs that show up.
See that little thing on the top of his hand that was like a string you could pull out of there, and yeah,
have him hanging.
Yeah, you can have him hanging on that and stuff. But that was my. I didn't. They made a Green Goblin that went with that. I didn't have him though, but I did have that.
Ooh.
Yeah, JC, I found it. Thank you. I typed in 70s plastic Spider-Man, and it came up. I can't remember who made it, but yeah, that's what I had.
I just remember going to Toys R Us for the first time too, because like I said, we lived in upstate New York, and my father was selling Christmas trees down in this towards the city, and I think we were in New Jersey, and it was the first time I'd ever been into a Toys R Us, and I remember standing there probably at that point maybe 5 years old at that point, and just like staring up at the aisles, and it was like looking and like, oh my God, this place is amazing.
Max, a lady never gives out her age. Although I'm not a lady, I'm still going to use the quote. Does that work, or it is like totally your transgender thing?
Well, he's not.
Does not work.
He's not far. He's not far behind me, I would guess.
We're right around the same age, I think. Age screen. I think when you dated yourself with your Star Wars thing, I think we're about a year apart. And I know personally, I didn't go see Star Wars until they did the double feature with the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was even the whole thing when they did Return of the Jedi, because that was 83.
Right.
I know I saw at least a double feature my first experience. It was like both movies. So yeah, Commander, we're right there. We're right there, man. We're close. Well, that's the most I'm gonna give you. We're close.
And just going to those old single screen movie houses.
Yeah, well, I think it was like 3 or 4, but that was it. It was like
Maz is 50 years old. Maz is 50. Don't tell nobody 50.
Yeah, don't tell me that either, man. I don't want to hear
that. Listen. 50.
He's like a fine wine. Getting better with age.
That went bad 4 years ago.
Listen. You know who you ask to DJ your parties? You know who you ask to DJ? You don't ask any young guy. You don't ask anybody. You ask the old guy. Why? The old guy got all the classics, all the jams.
I got no classics, man. I don't even play normal music that you guys hear, man. I play stuff that you guys probably don't listen to.
What?
Goth Industrial.
Goth Industrial, Slipknot, Korn. What?
No. Oh God, no. That's emo crap. Slipknot and Korn.
What?
Emo.
I mean, the most mainstream I think I'd be playing would be 9 Inch Nails, and I don't even think I played that last night at all. So.
Oh my God. Marilyn
FDM.
Oh, not Marilyn Manson either. I don't play that.
MDMFK.
MFK, KMFDM. Yeah, I played some of that last night. Yeah.
That was my jam in high school.
But that's the type of stuff I play, man.
Man.
But yeah, Flash Gordon, hell yeah, dude. Flash Gordon. I don't know if I saw it in the cinema or not. I can't recall. I know it used to come on cable all the time though, so that's probably where I caught it.
I caught it on cable with my dad. That right there, I will never forget. Like that's
our
like
old HBO with the AB switch box there for our cable box, the little switch box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
So
man, it is impossible to find a Spider-Man luchador mask.
I know you're looking. I know you're looking.
Make one.
I'm looking so I can get the crazy eyes going on with it.
Listen, go to the hobby store and get the crazy eyes that move around.
The Google eyes.
The Google eyes.
I'm not gonna not doing googly eyes.
And you shake your head.
Googly eyes and you shake your head when you talk. You're like, what's up?
No, Jeff, I don't play rock.
Yeah, well, first I gotta find the mask where the eyes are covered so I can glue The googly eyes on, or else I'm
Amazon.
googly eyes to my eyes.
No, Amazon.
Dude,
Just
I
look
went
for
to Amazon.
plain
They
red,
didn't have
one of
one.
those whatever Mitsubishi Door mask. And yeah, I had the Shogun Warriors. Although I never had the big ones at the time. I had the smaller ones, I think.
So that way people can hear me.
Well, that's the thing.
You don't want to
cut
sound
them
like
out.
Bane, right?
You take the mask, you put a slit in your mouth, and you make it look like old dirty bastard. You're like, yeah.
Even then, it'd be best to get
I'll do my inner Kate Bishop.
Yo. Oh my god, man.
She picked up that finger snap really quickly. I don't care if it was Hawkeye teaching her or not, man. That finger snap, she picked it up real quick.
Oh yeah, I love that. That I thought was awesome. It was awesome.
You did it so good, Maz. I thought I was watching the show again. That was nice. I was like, man, wait, what am I watching?
But
I really wish they did just a Ronin spinoff, just like who is Ronin, who's wearing the suit, and everyone's after Ronin, versus a Hawkeye show of this chick who is not going to be an Avenger.
She'll be a young Avenger. So I don't know what you're talking about.
She'll
They're
be a
going to do
young
Young
Avenger,
Avenger.
But how long? Like, remember, Young Avengers entitles them being young. If they were going to do a Young Avengers, they have to do it within the next 2 years, because by the time the 3 or 4 year mark comes, they're adults.
Well, I mean, she's already an adult. She's like 24.
No.
Right?
I'm talking about in appearance. Because yeah, she could pose. Because she could pose as a kid.
In appearance.
Yeah. Because she could pose as a
man.
kid.
Tom Holland's like 50, man. Look at him. He looks like he's still in high
Tom
school.
Holland is 20 now. He what? 25. He's 25 now, right?
Yeah,
but they got him
50. You crazy.
He's 25 now.
He's older than dirt now, man.
He's 25, but he's playing the same character. But it's been how long since his first appearance? Civil War.
Yeah.
And he was cast what? 2 years before that?
I don't know, man. They rushed him into Civil War just to get him in there.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Well, if they rushed him in, so let's say he was what, 18 when they cast him?
I think he was like 16 when they cast him. They said, but I don't know.
And
I just remember an interview when they were talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to play Spider-Man someday." So maybe at that point he already knew, but he looked pretty young.
Yeah, he was like 16, and I think 18 is when they filmed him, right? So that's a 2 year, and he didn't grow no mustache, no nothing. Kept looking, young.
He hasn't gotten any taller either. He's still going to be forever short Spider-Man.
Well, that's also camera trickery because, believe it or not, majority of these actors are short anyway.
Yeah, I know. Why is it you have that acting gene? You got to be short. I don't get that.
Well, it's not that. Everybody assumes, size because you're an actor. Like when I met whatchamacallit, Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz, when I used to work for them in the building, they I thought he would be taller because that's my perception of actors, that they're taller than I am when they're the same height as me.
Well, tell Daniel Craig his last Bond movie sucked.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
it was slow as all hell. But I literally was falling asleep, and I know I'm getting older, but I never do that during new movies. Like a movie I've never seen before, I'm usually glued to it. But this time I was like,
it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Wait, what?
It's not
I
his
felt
fault.
like my grandpa. I was like,
listen. He wanted to make the last Bond.
Right. Hold on. H Green's got to take off, man. Let's let him go real quick. H Green, dude.
All right.
You have yourself a great night. Thank you for coming in here. Happy New Year.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week, I hope.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Happy New Year, guys. Cigars and Bacon. Loco, finally nice to be on here with you.
Likewise.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
And everybody else out there, and just have a good night, and I'll be watching you guys tomorrow.
All right, man. Happy New Year, man. Thanks,
all right,
later.
Later,
All right.
dude.
Sorry, Lou. I just want to make sure you had time to actually,
No. I get it. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, Jeff agrees with me. So look at Harry Potter. Right after Harry Potter, he turned into Wolverine. See, the facial hair. Like
he did, man. He did. He did get all kinds of hairy and pottery. And also naked, apparently. That was a big thing on Broadway.
If anything, if Marvel wants to do Young Avengers and do it right, they have to get these actors that are youthful. Like girls, they can get away with the youthfulness for a couple of years. With the guys, not so much because facial hair and so on and so forth. You don't got a lot of actors that can stay youthful with makeup and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Unless
I don't think they're going for literally young so much for the Avengers. I mean, they're going to have a few younger people, like Miss Marvel is going to be in there, Kate Bishop. But I think they're also going to use She-Hulk, right, in Young Avengers, and she's not young per se. Well, she's a lawyer, so
Well, see that's where it gets tricky because the Young Avengers I know, it's only Iron Lad, Hulkling. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Those are the Young Avengers, right? If they're going with this modern version of Young Avengers, it's Spider-Gwen with Squirrel Girl and all these other.
Does Anna Kendrick still want to play Squirrel Girl? I know she had a thing for wanting to play her for a while there.
Hey, listen, I do not mind her playing Squirrel Girl as long as it's in a Deadpool movie.
I'm not familiar with her character, Squirrel Girl, too much though. I really stopped
anybody with squirrels.
She killed Thanos.
She killed Thanos with squirrels.
Yep.
Yeah, not everyone ages like Ming-Na Wen. That is correct, Jeff. I would agree with you there.
Yeah. Listen, that's mommy. That's mommy right there. She's granny, but she's mommy.
I don't care.
Listen. I think the reason why Boba Fett is using the Baffa tank though is because of Fennec. She be wiping them out. He's like this. Boss, we got to get up. You couldn't get it up last night because I wiped it out.
Oh man, you saying Fennec wearing him out? That's why he. Yeah, we gotta be careful what we say though. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, Fennec wearing him out.
Well, we were on the spoiler stream 24 hours, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. And like CT was like, "Hey, can we spoil?" And I'm like, I kind of think we did our spoilers. I don't think we need to pollute all the streams we do from here on out.
Stream, man. Exactly.
Starting next week, we can spoil episode 1 on this stream if you want. But this week, some people haven't had a chance to watch it. So.
Well, I say this. When it first comes out, be the first to watch it so you don't get spoiled. It's harder to do it when you're in.
I was up at 3 a.m., man. I was watching it, and I was even commenting on Nate's stream, but I wasn't in the stream.
Yeah, I know. I was up. I was watching, and then I went back on the stream. But, I had a way to do it. But it's not like Afterlife, which I haven't seen yet. I went saw Spider-Man, but I haven't seen that because the whole vid situation, I don't want to go solo.
You just need to buy that box set that they got coming out, the ultimate box set, and just do that, man.
Oh, let's talk about that. How anal is these this dude for not putting in the female version of Ghostbusters in the ultimate box set? Like, it's not in the same continuity, and you're crying about it. To the point where Sony had to bend in and actually throw in a film that nobody wants.
All right, hold on, I'm pulling it up.
The answer the call. Ain't nobody want that.
No, I'm pulling up I'm looking for the box set. It's being difficult.
2016 Ghostbusters isn't in the box set.
They said that they changed
the coupon or the digital code in there.
Digital code. Oh well.
They're putting it in there because nobody wants it. They cried.
Everybody's gonna throw the digital code away. Like, I don't want this shit.
Thank God it's a digital code and not a disc because that's a waste of time.
If you get the disc, just throw it outside.
That'll be a hot frisbee.
I know it was on Amazon. Where the hell did it go, man?
I'll go take it to Redbox and put it inside and see if they'll take it.
Man, if there was still a Blockbuster, man, I'll go make a quick swap and then do a drop. That's it. Remember those back in the day? Like, oh, I don't want this DVD. Let me switch this one in. I'll throw in a dirty movie to see what they say. Mess somebody else's childhood up for a minute.
Hold on here. Let me get to February, and then boom, and then. But what are you doing to me? Don't make me click on some bullshit just because you. Oh man, all this troubleshooting I did to get rid of all this stuff. Oh, price drop, man! I need to order this shit now. Holy crap! It went down to $99.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, let me share this and then on here. So I think we're at the point where I need to buy it. Share screen. Chrome tab, Amazon, boom.
Today or tomorrow. There
So you guys go, man. There it is. Ghostbusters. It's got Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife. And then I believe what they've done now is added the digital code for the 2016 BS. But it's also got a director's cut of the original movie, which is the only way you're going to be able to get it. At least at this point in time, which is why I really want to get it. Is that
you also get that 1985 manual?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was like super rare and hard to get and find.
You only could get that in the 2-pack that had that in the sleeve, right? That it was like the first 2 movies.
No,
and the book.
That came out in like 1985, the original manual.
Oh God. Because I remember when I got the 2-pack of Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 collection, there was a booklet that came with it. I never pulled it out.
Does anybody remember with Amazon, if you pre-order, do you know if they bill you right away or if they bill you when it drops?
Amazon bills you when it ships.
Yeah, it bills you when it ships.
All right. Well, then I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to pre-order this. Got this price point.
Sounds good.
Let me stop sharing because I don't need you guys seeing my card shit. Because I need to make sure it's
why
going
not?
on
I can buy highways. That's what you love that shirt.
Shirt, my Venom shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've had it for a while. I just haven't pulled it out and wore it because reasons.
I have one like that the same exact way. It's just that if I'm correct, that still has the red background of the comic book cover printed on it, correct?
Yeah. I'll show you. I'll stand up and show it to you in a minute here.
Mine's don't have that. Mine's it says the name Venom, and then it has Venom on top with all the legalese on it, but it doesn't have the red cover on it. It's actually see-through. Like it's just black in the background.
All right, hold on here. I just want to make sure that they're not going to bill me until it ships. And I got to make sure I got money in the account for that bill.
I order from Amazon all the time. They will not bill you until it ships.
All right. Place order.
I trust N Bacon.
Can I change my payment method before it ships too? I can change my payment method before it ships too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you'll be safe.
Cool. So once I get some gift cards, I'll add that on there because I get gift cards every other week. So.
Oh, I can't wait till Tuesday, man.
All right, here you go, Lou.
There you go.
That's the actual comic book cover, man. That's what it is.
Yep.
I think my wife got me this shirt for Christmas one year. I wouldn't have bought it on my own. Not that I hate it or anything. It just.
Amazon.
Say again.
I ordered that shirt from Amazon, and when they sent it to me, it had a giant hole in the back. Like I could literally stick my fist through it.
Oh God, that's messed up.
So I had to send it back.
So single songwriter was telling me to wait on the pre-order. What? I'm not locked into that price. If it gets any cheaper, I get it. But if it goes back up, I don't want to end up paying for that. I'm locked in at this price or better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not if it goes up. If it goes up, I'm locked in at the 105. I just paid with tax, right?
If you would have pre-ordered it on Thursday, you would have got it for $80.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not, because I pre-ordered mine on Thursday for $80.99.
Why didn't you tell me that it was Thursday, man? I would have been all the way.
So what's today's date? Saturday.
Thanks for looking out, man. God. Oh, well, it's still better than 150.
Yes, way better than 150.
So it's doable there.
But I can't wait till Tuesday. I get my Wolverine Last Stand figure. I had backtracked.
The chats are going crazy with Asian aging talk.
What's that?
What?
What's going crazy?
With
What?
Asian aging talk.
What is that? What?
They're talking. The community in the chats are talking about being Asian and how they don't age until they hit a certain age number, and then they look it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like when they hit 60 and then they look 60. Versus them when they look 55, they look 20. Is that
Here's somebody
about?
on Let
Yeah,
Your
I
Geek
guess.
Side show with some pictures of Wonder Woman, and they're like, "Now this is Wonder Woman," but I don't know if I should share it.
Well,
So,
it depends. You want to get flagged?
yeah, it's an actual person dressed up as Wonder Woman, and yeah, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Some of these cosplayers, they got it. They got it.
Yeah, this one goes to the gym. You can tell, man.
Hey, more power to them. You should have seen the one I saw. Being down like this.
But like, what? Hold on, I can rewind it. No, I'm just kidding.
Jaw dropped, like couldn't say nothing. Just like,
Okay,
and look,
it's kind of like when Nate was staring at Angelina Jolie. Gotcha.
No. See, when Nate sees Angelina Jolie, it's the drool and the hub.
It's never been that to me, man. I mean, I've always been like,
she's gorgeous.
I've never felt that way. I've felt like, yeah, okay, yeah, just, but not my first choice, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone has their vice. They either have ones with big lips and big boobs, and some of them have the big butts.
This is a bit more explicit than I want to be, but
yeah, but I'm not crossing the lines. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know,
let's try not to be quite that explicit or specific. How about that? I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying. You know, it's like, but different ethnicities and different people have those enhancements, if you will, right? So, you know, people prefer certain enhancements. What's this? Jolie is the first, second, and third choice.
I will admit she did look good in that one outfit for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I will give her that. She did pull that off quite well.
Oh yes, I loved her in Wanted though. In Wanted, she was awesome.
Yeah.
You ever curve the bullet? You can curve my bullet.
Yeah. No. I don't know. There's so many beautiful people out there, man. And even not so much, you know, like some people actually they just radiate a particular persona that makes them beautiful, even if they're not commonly visually, you know, appealing or something. So.
But it is what it is, man. You know, like I had a thing for Halle Berry for a long time, and it just kind of like,
yeah, like when she started equating lightning and toads, that's when she went for me. But whoever wrote that line and asked her to say it ruined any thoughts I ever had for me. I was like,
you know what happens?
You said
when
okay. You read the line. It's your fault.
Just like everything else.
Yeah.
What?
I don't care who wrote the line. She agreed to say it, and therefore, just gone. Yeah. Written off.
Listen, she said the line. Maybe she had like other lines to say, and that's just the one they took.
I'm sorry. I'd have been like, find a better line, dude. I'm not even gonna try that line. It's just dumb. It's just,
dude. I would have definitely loved her saying, "Have you ever played with lightning before?" And then in the background, you hear the playing with lightning music. The basically the
What's up, Penny?
It's from Blade. Oh my god, that struck by lightning. Oh man, I love that. Blade, love Blade.
The movie Blade?
Yeah, Blade. Because Struck by Lightning, the song is in Blade. What was that? Yo, you okay, Cigars?
Oh, sorry, I was just making noises.
You making noises?
I was on mute. I was
going. Wait, you talking about the first Blade movie, Lou?
Yeah, first one. It was called Playing with Lightning, the soundtrack.
Oh. The only song on that soundtrack that ever caught me was the New Order remix of Confusion, the pump panel jam reconstructed mix, the 10-minute version of Confusion by New Order. I love that song, but it is 10 minutes long.
Nah, because Struck by Lightning is when he's in the temple and he's kicking every vampire's ass until he gets to a Frost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Frost. Struck by Lightning. Oh man! See, now I'm gonna go back to my archives and go look for it.
I gotta reacquire Blade on some other media because mine's only on DVD right now. And DVD, trying to watch DVDs and getting what you actually want when you put on a DVD is two different things. Because with the new televisions, the way they are, the flat screen or whatever, you put in a DVD, you can get it to look okay. It could fit on the television, and then sometimes you put it on there and it's like this big. And your TV's 65 inches, and you're like, what? Why? You look like you'd fit if you were just that big, like the 65 inches. But no. And then you go and say, let's change the size, and then you're bleeding off the edges of the screen, and you're like,
yeah, I think my TV is like what, 80, something like that.
All right, rub that in, man. Rub that in. I thought 65 was big enough. No, you got to sit there and whip that out.
The 65 is over here. The 65 is over here, but the one in the living room is at 80, and that one, like, we can't plug in the DVD player in there because everything comes in small, so we have to do everything through Fire Stick.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got the Roku. The Fire Stick. I bought that first and realized it sucked, and I went with the Roku instead because it was on sale.
It only sucked because it wasn't on sale. That's what it was.
No, I know it was holding me back from doing like half the apps that I wanted. I think at the time, one of the apps was it.
What?
It was either Disney Plus or HBO Max wasn't supported on there, but it was on the Roku.
It was on HBO Max.
I think it was HBO Max. So, and Roku had a sale. It was like Black Friday, and it was like half off. And I was like, hell with it. I'll get a Roku, and we'll put the Fire Stick upstairs.
Yeah, but Fire Stick eventually put code what was it, HBO Max in their list of apps you could actually use.
Yeah, but it took them a long ass time to do it. I mean,
it did. But when you have people who know what they're doing, it doesn't matter anymore.
But and even though my cable box lets me do like a lot of that stuff, although HBO Max wasn't in there yet, even though it was free with my cable, I could do a lot of those other services through my cable box. I've learned not to do that because there's nothing more infuriating than watching like Netflix or HBO Max, and then you get that emergency broadcast service test, and I'm like,
demonetized.
And so now, whenever I want to watch anything streaming, I just turn on the Roku because I know that I will not get such interruptions. I won't get a cable box reboot. I won't get emergency broadcast anything. I won't get Amber Alerts. I was like, you know what? You can send that stuff to my phone.
Not even
phone.
Not
if there's a real emergency, send it to my phone.
Not even, man. Just like I need my sleep. I gotta put my phone on Don't Disturb so that way no one calls.
Well, I mean, if there's inbound nukes or something, I would probably like to be notified so I can climb under a table or something.
If there's inbound nukes, there's no point of climbing anywhere.
Hey, look, let me live my dream and you live yours, okay?
Okay, man.
Listen. I'm sleeping in my dream, so don't wake me up. If I'm already in peace,
close your eyes and go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. But yeah, if I need to be notified, hit me on the phone. At least then I can just quickly look at it and stop it. I don't have to sit there and watch like the 20 minutes of the scrolling text going, this emergency broadcast, blah, blah, blah. And your mama and your mama and your mama. And I'm like, dude.
Yo, you know what gets me? I used to watch YouTube a long time ago and they didn't have commercials. And that was my reason for enjoying YouTube. Now I have to suffer with commercials. And no, I do not want to pay the monthly fee so I could just
if you use your computer, you don't have to. Although that reminds me, I have to reinstall my AdBlock Plus.
Oh, you got the AdBlock Plus. Okay.
Well, it's part of the Chrome free ad blocker thing. So, wait, it says remove from. Well, how do I activate it? Enable this. There we go. Well, we were troubleshooting, trying to get my camera working, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
my wife, I had to set my wife on this chore for a while because I was about to just chuck my new computer. I was like, oh,
nah,
I was
man,
so mad.
Don't
That's
break
what
it.
happens when you buy a Dell, dude.
It wasn't Dell's fault either, dude. It was. I think
Dell.
God just hates me today.
No, it's Dell. Trust me, it's Dell.
You think it's Dell's fault? Okay.
It's Dell's fault.
But I had to tag her in and be like, "Can you help me?" And because I can't see straight anymore, and yeah, it was crazy, man. I had to flash the BIOS or whatever to get the camera working and the microphone.
That Conan the Barbarian figure from Mezco is a freaking
dude. You still drilling on that thing? Still got you,
dude. The details on that is crazy. It's like I always find something new. Always find something new on that figure. Like between this guy, him, and my Marvel Legends Venom pool,
yeah,
I haven't been able to put those guys down. Like I'm switching between those three figures. It's like now it's his turn.
You
just enjoying figures, man.
What's Jeff saying here?
Groot?
Huh? Groot? What?
Is that a brewski?
No, it's just brewski. Mountain Dew, dude. Mountain Dew. Jeff, I don't know what you're talking about here. Let's see. I've been following Aries for a while. 600 Canadian is like 480 USD, so price is just is good. Just need the toy apocalypse to stop. What figure are we talking about? Oh, okay. We're talking about the Star Wars items. Looking for a DX7, I think they were talking about. Bespin Luke is the DX7. Yes, I saw that conversation.
I need Hot Toys to do Dragon Ball figures, and then I'll stop.
You need them too. I don't. I want to keep the Dragon Balls out of my Hot Toys.
I just want this one as a 1/6 scale. This is my favorite design for Goku.
Just make
you
a
can
custom,
keep blue hair.
Man.
I would make a custom. It's just that to get the proper animated look, right, for his mask.
Just put some paper mache on his head and call it a day.
It's not the hair. The hair is no problem. It's the body, because a Fison body's not going to cut it for this guy. Because
World Box, man, you want a World Box body?
Not even. It wouldn't work for it because you got to flock the body.
Flock? Is he fuzzy? Is he a fuzzy? I see he's got a tail. Is he a fuzzy guy?
Yeah, he's a fuzzy guy.
I don't play with no Dragon Balls.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I know nothing about your Dragon's balls. I know nothing. Don't look at me like that, hon. I know nothing about no Dragon Balls.
The guys is looking at you like this.
My wife just came in here. Is like, what are you talking about? Dragon Balls.
You know what you're talking about.
I should have said
she knows
Dragon
what
Balls.
you're talking about.
Yeah, so basically Goku is basically a were ape.
He's the bad guy, right?
No, he's the hero. He's the main guy.
He's the bad guy?
He's the main guy. So think of a werewolf, but he's a were ape. So when he grows like what? 100 feet tall, something like that.
Ape.
He's a were ape, yes. He's a were
That was
ape.
why I saw the Funko Pops with the Goku gorilla thing then or something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is the Uzaru form.
Sure.
The great form.
New shoes. I don't know what to say back to you, man.
New shoes. It's all about the tail, man. It's all about the tail.
Bob Dylan, this is about me. It's my channel. Your Dragon Balls have no place here.
Too bad is the biggest thing
you have no
enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Dragon Balls and Power Rangers need not apply.
Well, Dragon Ball is the best.
I'll talk about like Akira or Star Blazers or Robotech or anything, but not Dragon Balls and Power Poop. This is me.
Proof.
I'm sorry. I had a scarred childhood. I'll show you on the doll where it touched me and all that stuff. I just no, I can't stomach.
Oh, okay, bring out Spider-Gwen. Show us where they touched you.
That could get me demonetized if I was monetized. Later on, when I eventually get monetized, they could come back and demonetize me. So no, we won't do that. Everybody be tuning in just to see me touch Spider-Gwen. So cigars, man.
What's up?
What'd you do for New Year's, man? What'd you do?
I got a smart house.
Nothing. Just hung out at home with my family.
I would have done that too, but I got paid to go out, so I went out. Hopefully, I don't die from it.
Hey.
And then today went out and picked up 2 omnibuses.
Oh, which ones did you get?
What'd you get?
Had to complete my Garth Ennis Punisher, so I was able to find Garth Ennis Punisher Max Omnibus 2 and Marvel Knights.
Ooh, nice.
Lou, this is my Christmas present I bought for myself with my Christmas money that I got.
Oh, nice. Which camera is that?
It's another M50, but it's the Mark II.
Nice.
So now I got the regular Mark I filming me here and the Mark II.
So now you can do what I told you to do before?
Yeah, I can do those videos and stuff. In fact, I don't know if you know Sir Dork on Instagram.
Sir Dork, yeah.
He and I are going to be doing a stream together. We got to work out the finite details, but we're going to be doing a stream together and do photography talk.
There you go. See,
and we can have you on or something at some point, you know. But like I said, I think I mentioned it to you the other night. I want to feel him out first, give more an idea. Of we want to
first, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna catch the tips and tricks, and then whenever you throw me a line, I'll join in.
Yeah.
You know me, man. No pressure. I'm always down for an invite. If I'm available.
I know you, man. No woman, no cry.
No. Well, I have woman, and I know make her cry.
I just want to use that quote, man. Leave me alone.
Me don't make her cry. Me made her cry yesterday.
She was like, "Get off me."
No. She was like, "This 7 years and counting."
Where'd the time go?
No. Make it stop. Oh man.
Bring up my boy for those who still tuned in. This is my boy. You can buy this guy on Sideshow's website, dude. He's $200.
Is he bendy?
He's a puppet. Were you not here the other night? I think you'd already taken off.
No, I probably did take off. Oh, wicked.
He's life size.
Wicked. I like that better than the freaking what was it? The Trick or Treat Mogwai.
It's a Trick or Treat Studios.
No. Yeah. But I'm saying I like that better than the Trick or Treat Mogwai.
I haven't seen the Mogwai, but
the Mogwai's garbage.
Yeah. But this is much better than the NECA versions because the NECA ones don't move at all. They're listed as puppets, and I think you can maybe put your hand in them and maybe do that, but you can't really move them around at all. I need to get like those puppet arms so I can, to.
Oh, you need the wire sticks or something like that.
Something to move his hands around a little bit.
Yeah, you need that Kermit the Frog stick, just like.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, exactly.
Kermit the Frog here. Yes, very nice. But yeah, man, this is my boy. I need to get a stand for him. But
all right. You know why Kermit the Frog is always interested in Miss Piggy? Because he doesn't need to land on a lily. Excuse me. He doesn't need to land on a lily pad to swim in her pond.
Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh damn! So will Cigars N Bacon ever reveal himself, or will he be like the unknown comic from the 70s? I laugh a lot. I think I missed what the deal is. What unknown comic from the 70s are we talking about?
I will never reveal myself. You will only see when I do turn the webcam on, I'm gonna always be behind a mask. I'm gonna keep the mystery going.
Well, I'll tell you this much. The reason why he won't show his face is because he is the original voice actor for the real Ghostbusters, Peter Bateman. I'm just saying.
I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Bro, come on. You just gotta get us like Slimer. Come on.
Slimer.
See?
Oh man. He's on the FBI's most wanted list, is what Commander Crook is saying.
No. He's military. He's military. So, different strokes for different folks.
I remember that show, Different Strokes. What you talking about,
So through my research, there is absolutely no Spider-Man luchador mask that would work.
No.
That sucks, man.
So it looks like I'm gonna have to go with Plan B with that other mask.
Okay. Ooh.
And then I'll save up money and get the Freddy Krueger silicone lifelike one. Yeah.
Oh,
and then I'll start coming on as Krueger.
CFX?
I'll be Cigars and Krueger.
You mean the CFX mask?
Yeah.
You could get one of those that look like they've been sliced and burnt. So you can
Slice and dice.
Oh man. Yo, they had like the awesome Venom mask. I wish I bought that Venom mask. It was like $600 though. And you could have got it with the slime or drool or not. And it was just awesome.
Was that like Don's hat or whatever he's got?
No, it was a silicone mask that so you talk, the jaw opens up and closes.
That sounds kooky, dude.
Have you seen CFX and then what they do?
No, I don't get out much, man.
Here,
I got this guy. I got to support him all the time.
I'll send a link to Moz. Hold on.
All right.
Well, CFX, they do a lot of creature effect style masks. So, like, if you want to make yourself look like Lion-O from Thundercats, but lifelike and not animated, they can hook you up.
Oh, really?
Yep. If you want to look like a gargoyle, they can hook you up. You want to look like Satan himself, they can hook you up. You want to walk around.
Satan.
If you want to walk around and look like what's his name, Robert Williams as a robot, you can do that one too. They have so many. They had the Cap mask, the Red Skull mask, Groot. They had they got one that's called, I think, the Necromancer mask, and if you paint it right, it looks like Spawn.
Oh.
Then they have the Fiend mask, and the Fiend mask, if you paint it or ask them to paint it or whatever, you can look like the Joker. And then switch it up and give it an extended nose and make it look like the Green Goblin mask from the comics.
Oh, that's the Freddy Krueger one. I thought you said there was a Venom one. All right.
No, they did a Venom one when they first started coming out, and it was a temporary license, and they don't sell it no more.
Oh. Now here's the Freddy Krueger one, guys, for those who are... That's pretty badass there, that Freddy Krueger one, dude. But $500. Say again?
Silicone, so it morphs. It's silicone, so it morphs to your face. So, like, when you move your mouth and open it, the mask does too. So you don't have to worry about it obstructing the way you talk and everything.
Yeah, that's what the Venom was like. But the Venom was more, if you open your mouth wide, you can get the jaw to go crazy wide, and it had teeth exposed. It was just crazy. The details on this is bananas.
That is cray-cray, man. That's cray-cray.
I'll save.
I'd be afraid that I'd be stuck with that on like for the rest of my life, like Dwight with the pumpkin head thing, man.
Oh my god,
bought off me.
Oh,
I don't think I'd be able to get it off my head.
Because I got The Office playing in the background, and that was the episode that was on just a minute ago.
Dude, I love The Office, dude. It's awesome. He's walking through the
Parkour.
parking lot with that pumpkin on his head. He's like, yeah, one day it'll just eventually rot off.
Dude. Parkour.
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 That's season 3. No, it's with Andy's in there, right?
Andy's in it.
So season 3 or season 4 of Parkour. I can't remember.
Oh my god, parkour. I'm gonna jump here. Parkour. Kick off the wall. Parkour.
Then Andy jumps into that refrigerator box that's empty.
Yes. And he's done.
The White Christmas episode is on right now from season 9.
Oh, you're on season 9? What?
Yeah,
No.
it's on TV. It's on playing in the background.
Well, Maz, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get some sleep and chill with the fam.
I think we're gonna wrap up the stream, guys. I think we did pretty good today. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you haven't liked the video yet, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And we'll be back tomorrow night over on Geeking Out. So go ahead and subscribe over there if you're not already. And you see us over there geeking out 6 o'clock Eastern. If Nate has a voice again, well, I mean, if he doesn't, I don't know how we're going to do it.
No, we're still gonna do it if his voice is a little choppy. It's just Don is gonna do what he did last time and narrate while he's doing his thing. He's not gonna throw his voice too much.
All right.
Unless he takes that whiskey shot like I told him to. So see what happens.
But yeah, we're going to take off for the night. Thank you guys so much. Cigars, you got anything to say on the wrap up here?
Parkour.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
All right, kids. And Lou, you got anything you want to add before we
go? I'll be doing a review on this guy later in the morning, and he will be on my channel officially. That'll be my first video of the year, and then I'll do backtracks of figures that I didn't review, that I said I was going to review, that I didn't have time for, which I have time tomorrow for.
And there should be a link to Lou down here. Yeah, I got YouTube Lou down there. So check the description down there below for a link to Lou's channel.
Thank you.
And
don't forget to like, share, and comment. Sharing matters, commenting matters. Likes matter. You guys come and see us. Come and see Maz mostly, of course, because it's his channel. It's all about Maz.
I don't know about that. I think they come here for you guys, not me. I mean,
what you talking about, man? This is your platform.
Stop it.
What you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys later on this week. Thank you guys so much. Have yourself a good weekend. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year,
everyone. We'll see you guys next week. Or, this weekend, next week, depending on who you tuned into. We'll see you. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.